All right. All right. Have we begun? Indeed. Indeed. All right. All right. Have we begun? Indeed. Sorry, I'm messaging people to make sure it is working. Now let us message the competitors. All right, Fungus Among Us is hosting. They're just going. Fungus or I? Um, hmm. Lat 33? How am I meant to find these dudes? All right, Ash is spicy. Fungus Among Us is playing under the Ash is spicy name, and we are going to look at them. All right, here's the challenge. Oh, it's gone, and it's so back. It's so back. All right, let's interact with this. Let's do a little scrolly scroll. All right, so we are going to start with more than zero. That's funny. All right, we're gonna start with losers bracket is what we're gonna start with, and so we have Fungus Mungus, we have Lat33, we have Tiso, and we have Remioli. We have these four duelists. We're going to start with the losers bracket because they have a little bit further to play. It looks like Ash's Spicy has already begun the duel. We are missing out. All right, let's hop over. Drink. Looks like neither of these players are playing under the name that they have in this tournament. Both of them have aliases. All right. Let's have a good clean duel. Thank you guys for hanging out. All right, we got a dust shoot. Are we going to get to see the hand? We're sending Chaos Sorcerer, which tells me probably the only card in hand. Only monster. It looks like Fungus Among Us is going to type it out for the fans. Heavy Jog, Goblin, Shoots and TT. Upstart Goblin. Okay. Yeah, when you guys play, do you even write down? Like I don't write down when they have pot. I don't write down when they have charity. I sometimes don't even write down when they have duo. Because like they're just gonna use it immediately, right? They're just gonna use it. They're just gonna use it immediately. Alright. I like the Curse of Dragon avatar. I also like this guy. I think this is an Infernity monster, if I know. I don't know anything about anything with those guys, but I think it's an Infernity monster. Also, please let me know if the audio is okay, if my sound of my voice is good against the sound of Dueling Book. I would appreciate that. Because I've not streamed in a hot sec. Alright, so it looks like we're dealing with the Chaos Turbo Mirror, the most classic matchup in Goat format Yu-Gi-Oh! Will we be getting the list of cards from this duelist? Alright, so obviously you set Trap Dash Shoot, right? Obviously you set Trap Dash Shoot because you're just about to use it. So we have Heavy Jog, TT, and a card we don't know. Would it be amazing if this were like Jog and this were Heavy? You know, it's probably this is Jog and this is TT, probably, but wouldn't that be awesome? We're hitting with a big think. Big stink. Large stink. Large. Let's see here. Both starting with Upstart, both at 9,000 life points. What do we suspect this is? This is probably not Magician of Faith, right? Because you probably don't want Upstart Goblin. It's like an okay generic +1. Oh, we're taking this card, whatever this one is. Also Chaos Orc. This is the closest. They're neck and neck. They're neck and neck right now. We have Nobleman to cross out, Knight Assailant, and Breaker, and a another Sork, I guess. 2 Sorks. I don't think that's really weird. Would you send back? You would send back Breaker, right? You would send back Breaker, right? If you had 2 Sork, you send back Breaker, right? Because Sork's not online yet. Like, you didn't know that he was about to draw this TD. He's battling in, playing around. Yeah, I guess he does have another Sork. That's a lot. I'm not sure about that. I'm interested to know what this duel is thinking is, because I'm not a turbo player, and so I don't really know what their machinations are. But yeah, obviously Fungus Among Us is playing, not playing in TT by not summoning Breaker. All right, there's the jog. Is this in fact the TT? We also drew Thunder Dragon. This is crazy. This is pretty even Stevens. We have 6 cards to Fungus's 7. How did that happen? Oh, we got a clean +1 with Dekoichi the Battle Chanted Locomotive, and so Fungus Mungus is currently 1 card ahead. What's really difficult for Fungus's opponent is that he knows that there's knock. He knows that there's knock in hand, and so he really has to play the mind games with what he's going to set. But we know that he has 2 TDs, TT, and heavy, right? And so he doesn't really have any opportunity here to bluff, because it's either what he has something to set or he does not. And so it looks like this card is either going to, it might be heavy, or it could be the card that he drew off of Upstart last turn. We're just going in with Dekoichi Beats. That makes sense. You do have to set one of these cards, though, afterwards. There is almost guaranteed to be no response from this 1400 poke, because you really don't want to be spending any resources to get rid of a Dekoichi. And what does Turbo have at this point to even get rid of it? Drageki Break and Mirror Force are basically the only 2 answers in the entire deck. And so you have to take the life points. It is not a choice at all. Now this is almost certainly Night Assailant, which is pretty dang good, because it makes it so that even if we get something in attack mode here, like a Breaker, that you can just clear it pretty easy with the Night Assailant effect. We drew into the knock. Getting rid of Night Assailant's not a big deal. In fact, Fungus should be pretty happy about that exchange, because it means that they either have been holding on to this knock, or, oh, second Night Assailant in hand, perhaps. But yes, it probably means that we're going to see no monster this turn, which is rough. Which is really rough, because we did have Trap Dust Shoot to send back a Chaos Sork, but the Chaos Sork was not live anyway, and so we've had no monsters. No monsters from this side of the duel. Which is, yeah, we're just going to pass, and if I know Fungus Among Us like I know Fungus Among Us, I think he's just going to attack and then set probably second Night Assailant. Yeah, looks like that's the path. Looks like that's the path. And again, there's really nothing you can do here. Mirror Force. Okay. Interesting. It's putting on a little bit too much pressure. I mean, that is never a trade that you want to see. But what's really funny is it looks like he's trying to keep himself in Stein range, right? My OTK brain, I'm like, this guy wants to stay over 5,000 life points. I don't know. Mirror Force, like, Fungus is never going to summon another monster into TT. He's just not going to do that unless he's forced into doing it. And so he's just going to keep attacking with Dekoichi. That being said, obviously, now he's going to draw into a monster that could have taken over Dekoichi without... Oh, he didn't draw one! Wow, that's amazing. Now the question is, if this is Spy, would you TT on the second Spy summon? And I think the answer is yes, because if you're going to mirror Dekoichi, I think you're definitely TTing a Spy. If this is just another Dekoichi, then that's... Okay, Magician of Faith. You know, you don't really want the upstart, right? It tells you that Fungus Among Us has no real good spells in hand. Could also mean that he has Sook in hand. Could mean a lot of things. He's attacking in with Magician of Faith. I guess that means no Sook. Gonna protect this Moth? We are. It looks like it. Can't really commit more than that because you know he has Heavy Storm. Hit him with the Thumb because Trap Dust Sheet's still in the game. Another Upstart Goblin. 10,000 buckaroos. 10,000 buckaroos in the bank. Oh, it looks like GoatFormat.com has almost 14,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool. That's pretty hype. I did not know that. But apparently that's true. Looks like Fungus is up 2 cards, plus he has draw priority. And so in terms of who's winning, it looks like Fungus. Being up 2 in a turbo mirror is pretty nice because it's not easy to go +1. It's not easy. You have to resolve a Spy or a Deco or resolve Mirror Force or Heavy Storm or TT or one of Trinity can get you there. But being up 2 and you're like you're taking the next draw, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Is it me or is the mic a little low? We can boost that. How about this? How about this? Now it might be loud. Now it might be a little bit too loud. Let's bump it down a little bit. Let's bump it down. Thank you, Tiso. A normal summon on a Spy. Hello, streamer world. Hello, Fungus. Hello. Alright, normal summon Spy is an interesting thing. We are afraid of the knock that we know he has, and so we're like, we have to get over this Faith, because what if he just Sooks me? What if? What if that happens? We did get back a +1, so this 2's... Oh. Alright, open our own Spy. Are we gonna TT? Now this is rough, right? Because you really don't want to. That's really just like a 2-for-1. But if you don't, then he's going to crash Spies and then get in, which is something that you also don't want. Something that you also don't really want. Are we going to spend resources to stop this? I think you can't, right? Fungus is chilling with 7 cards in hand, which means that he is obligated to play 1. Still playing into Heavy Storm. Now, you really have to do something about this attack mode Spy, because if you let it get into defense mode, it's going to be more difficult to clear. More difficult to clear. But our friend here has had a difficult time finding monsters this duel. Had not an easy time. Hey, we found a monster. We'll take yours. Though, you know, Spy is not the Snatch Steal target you really want. He can, of course, sack this for Thunder Dragon. We're attacking into this first because the second Night Assailant is still in play. And so hitting this with Night Assailant's a pretty good 2-for-1 here. Now, if this is Raigeki Break and you can just pop the Snatch Steal, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. We have seen no discard traps from either duelist so far, and we're about halfway through the deck. We've also not seen any Sinister Serpent from either, or Sangan. Mirror Force. Whoa, that seems like a pretty huge reaction. There's the 2-for-1 that Andrea was looking for. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What are we doing with that? It is still 6 cards to 8 cards. Am I right about that? Yeah, and so this is actually wrong. Yeah, see, he's only up 1 card now. A little message. A little message from Spooky saying thanks for streaming. Thanks for being the administrator of GoFormat.com. Thanks for the key. We're setting another card into your own Heavy Storm. I just feel so bad with this man. Because, like, not only can he not find a monster until this point, at some point he's only going to find monsters. And so it's like, what do you even do? Graceful Charity's pretty good. Graceful Charity's pretty nice. We're pitching the 2 TDs, it looks like. Or at least one of them, pretty fast. Alright, we found the Sinister Serpent, so that's another +1. This is looking pretty good for Fungus Among Us. Now, we spent some resources to protect this face down card, and we're not flipping it, which is odd, because obviously it's not Sinister Serpent, obviously it's not Sangan, because you would just let that go through, right? I'm thinking maybe it's Moth, but then I think you just flip it, right? I think you just flip it. If it's Dekoichi, you just flip it. I don't know what this card could be. Hello, Cursed. Hello, Cursed. Any sauce today? We have a Chaos Turbo Mirror, and so the answer to your question is yes. Yes. Look at the sauce. Look. Look at it. Look at it. I want you to look at it. Fungus the Goat. Indeed. We have a Fungus fan in the chat. Fungus fans are eating good right now. Got Tabasco sauce on my grits. I haven't had grits in a very long time. My inclination is that they're kind of gross. Tabasco sauce, though, could make it better. It could make it better, to be honest. We are chilling in losers top 4. Whoever loses this duel is going to be eliminated from the tournament. Just as a reminder, a invite to the GOAT Format World Championship that takes place in October is on the line for this tournament. The winner of this tournament will receive an invitation. We are taking Sinister Serpent back in the draw phase, and we're skipping directly to main. It is bad luck to go to standby phase. Little known fact about GOAT Format. Bad luck to go to standby phase. We do not like it. Giving a big think. What do we know about the hand? We know he's got a breaker. We know he's got a breaker. And we know we have a Sork. And 2 TDs. No, 1 TD and 1 Sinister Serpent. We're playing a little bit slow here, right? Because like I think a couple turns ago we could have just normal summoned breaker, either drawn out the TT or not, and then just beat in face, right? But we're going to discard the hand size here, which is rough because we're playing both into TT and into Heavy Storm, and so he can't really commit more monsters or more back row. But next turn he's going to have to do one of these 2 things, or else he'll have to discard an additional card to the graveyard. We are loaded up on resources now. Both duelists have as many cards as they could possibly want, but Fungus does have more board presence right now. That is the truth. Hmm. A heady Chaos Turbo Mirror. I wish you could see the log when you're watching. I don't actually understand why you can't. I don't understand why you cannot see the log. It feels like a choice from Dueling Book. But we've been live for 20 minutes. We've been live for 20 minutes and we are still in this game one. I am not used to this oppression. This royal oppression is something I am not used to. We are simply setting another card. So, you know, at this point, you really might as well just play into Heavy Storm, I think, right? Because Andrea's got a ton of cards back there too. It could be a whole bunch of Jars of Greed. It could be, but I think at this point, Andrea, if he's got some jars, he should be digging because he needs some monsters. He has not played. He's not played very much. He has a Spy in the graveyard. He's got a TD in the graveyard, and that's it. That's it. We are still playing. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Is he's trying to bait the TT, it looks like. Alright. Will be TT now. He's like, no, that's not enough pressure for me. I'm not concerned. So I'm suspecting, yeah, another 1100 in. This is really rough though. Suka's not really a great card here because it's gonna go back into hand at the end phase, and you're gonna have to get rid of a ton of these cards. So I'm suspecting we're gonna set a monster for sure. And then we have to play some back row. Or else you just lose them. We'll definitely pitch Serpent. We'll definitely pitch Serpent. We are wow, we're just going to end phase. Okay, we are getting rid of some of our advantage. We do not want to play into Heavy Storm. That's one more card with a discard. Maybe we're okay with that. Oh, no, we have all the light and dark we want. We just don't care about our Thunder Dragon. Or a Deco? I don't know. I think you just play into Heavy Storm a little bit, right? I think you just play into Heavy Storm a little bit, right? Because like a Deco's not a bad card here. I don't know. I'm not the turbo player. The Perp Serp. Hello, Cub Games. Pet in the Dark Clown cosplay when? For grand finals. For grand finals. All right, it looks like how many cards we got here? We have 7, we have 10 cards, and Fungus Among Us only has 9. And so through those 2 discards, which we are going to get Serp back. We are going to get Serp back, but through those 2 discards, we've lost some card advantage here. We lost some card advantage. I don't know. Giving your opponent a free +2 is pretty hard. Call it Petty the Dark Clown. We never miss timing. We never miss timing. Cub Games, if you are around and not doing anything and you want to hop in on stream, you know, we can maybe make that happen. Gula's same invitation to you. Either of you two, if you want to hop in on stream, help me commentate this Chaos Sorcerer matchup. MST also opens the game up because he knows where TT is. That is very true. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point, Raigeki breaking is also worth it, right? Because we're playing so like afraid of Heavy Storm that we don't care about discarding these 2 cards, and so obviously we don't care about discarding cards anymore. And so you might as well use Raigeki break to pop the card you're afraid of and just beat in face. Pop the TT, summon breaker, pop the other card, just try to kill. Throw it on the Stork that we know he has. Yeah, and so Andrea's not really happy about this because Andrea's like, I know I'm going to lose if he can remove my TT. He knows that. He knows that for a fact, but he's also like, I can't really do anything because if I set a card, he's going to knock me. If I summon a monster and attack into this card, it's just Night Assailant. We are pro TTing. Wow, okay. Let's see what this monster is. Wow, we are pro TTing. It was another Dekoichi. I mean, that's pretty good to TT, because otherwise you're... Gulaz is around. He has an Edison War League match in an hour and a half, so will not be here for the full duration. Well, hello, Janjo. Well, Gulaz, if you want to hop in, if you want to hop in, Gulaz, send me a DM on Discord, and we'll start an audio chat. Yeah, now we're definitely summoning Breaker because we're not afraid anymore. TT's gone, Mirror Force is gone. This Breaker's just free. And Andrea had to know that when he went for the Pro TT. He had to know that. And so we're Regeki breaking, getting rid of Thunder Dragon, which means we still have not found Sinister Serpent. That's pretty rough. It's not easy. Fungus got to be happy about that. I agree. I don't know if... I think TT was the only thing kind of keeping him at bay here. So yeah, I think you definitely dropped the Chaos Orc, right? Because there's... What is he going to do? He could Regeki break again, but that's not good, right? I think TT was really what was kind of holding back the flood, you know? Wow, this is aggressive. There's really no punish, though. TT's gone, Mirror Force gone. You might as well go for game here, right? No punish. You have knock, and so next turn, if he survives somehow by popping one of these Chaos Sorcerers, you can still just kill the monster with knock. MST, we're trying to get some information. His own TT. Okay, that's game one. That was pretty heady. I feel pretty bad. Fungus Among Us seemed in control of that game pretty much from the start ever since we used Trap Shoot. The double is indeed a good play. The dubs. The dubs. The dubs. Remioli. Remioli. Wait, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. Everyone. Hold up. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Wait a sec. Are you spying on your opponents to be? Are you are you wanting to get some info? Wait. Wait. Is that what you're doing? Is that your plan? Because it's a good plan. It's a good plan. These duelists are siding. These duelists are thinking extra hard about what they want to be doing here. Wait a second, Tiso. You're also in this top four. Wait a second. You shouldn't be watching stream. You should be entering your mind palace and conjuring up the infinite possibilities of what's to come without having any knowledge that these two players are definitely just on the mirror, truly the same mirror. It looks like they are playing this maybe the same 55. We'll see. Remiel, you're also in the chat. All right, that's fine. That's fine. If that's how you want to play it, that's okay. All right, here we are. Here we are. Lot 33 is on the play now. So let's see what kind of explosive, monster-filled hand they might have. Only spies here getting TT'd. That's right. That's right. Oh, I got some Discord pings. Is that from the goo? It is. All right. Let's see if we can get the goo. Can we get the goo? Is it the goo? Uh-oh. Oh, I muted Discord. Sorry, goo. All right. Can you say something now?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Gulas.
Gulaz, why is your microphone so poop?
Is it really bad? I'm on my computer phone.
No, it's a little bit better now. I'm okay with it.
Maybe the initial connection is bad.
It seems that way. Fungus Among Us says, hi, goo. What do you have to say in response?
Hello. He's listening while playing? Suspicious.
It does seem that way. He wants to benefit from our commentary.
Okay. Well, we have an exciting turbo match. You know, the now tier 4 deck of the format per Ivan Rosito.
I have seen that Turbo is not on the up and ups recently.
I think people are exaggerating. It's a good deck still.
It is. It indeed will probably be the best deck forever. But all right, Night Assailant into another Spy. It's pretty good.
It certainly is when you draw Pot of Greed and Charity
Yeah.
and Night Assailant.
All right, are we finally going to hit him with the Trap Dust Shoe that we've been pro holding for this entire time? Oh. No, we are simply writing down our stuff for our own benefit. All right. Upstart
What do
Goblin.
you know about this Andrea guy?
I have seen this Andrea guy duel before. However, I know nothing. I know nothing beyond that. But I've seen them duel
He
before.
might be a GCI grinder then, or something like that.
That would
I don't
not
think I've
surprise
seen
me.
his name.
Yeah. Oh, Phoenix Wing Windblast. And the Night Assailant loop. That's pretty good.
Yep. You know, this might be the right time for this this card to come back. There's been a lot of control recently.
I think it's quite good. I mean, there are lots of circumstances where you lose because you're like, man, I wish this were a Geki break, but you pay a lot more attention to those times than you do these times where it's like, did it win you the game? No, but it's like obviously much better than Regeki break right here.
Absolutely. I mean, you always remember your losses more than your wins, right?
Now here's a question: Are we happy if we're Andrea that we're shuffling the deck here? Do you think?
I think so, because you don't want to draw a monster. You kind of want to see your Trinity pieces.
You do, yeah. But he he had a really hard time finding a monster last duel. He was like 20 cards in. He had drawn nothing. I felt so bad.
Yeah, but look at the score. He's 1-0, right?
That's true. Oh no! Fungus is up 1-0.
Oh well, this is not.
Yeah, Fungus is up 1-0.
Oh, Fungus is up.
Yeah, he took the L. It was pretty rough. He was forced to normal summon Spy and TT his own Spy at one point. Yeah, it's not really what you want. Yeah, he passed without summoning a monster, so I'm thinking maybe he did want that monster.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
that's how you win the game, right?
Yeah, I mean
through the text.
he had control over it, right? Too. He could have jogged and then knocked, and so he elected.
Is this the first set of the Obelisk?
Yes, this is losers top 4.
I see.
So whoever wins this moves on, and the loser is eliminated.
Cool. Who else is in the bracket?
It is Tiso and Remioli. Remioli is also a duelist I do not know very well. Do you know Remioli?
I don't think so. He might be another like Italian or European player.
We'll have to
There's
see.
a lot of people in the academy that just grind it, but you never
Yeah.
really see play like these other events.
Yeah, Academy is a great place, I think, for that sort of thing, especially for. I mean, it was originally for like specifically get Europeans, like a circuit where they don't have to worry as much about time zones, right? And so
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I understand that.
As an American, I hate scheduling for it, but
Yeah.
if I was like a European or an Australian player, I would definitely be an academy grinder.
Right.
A lot of dark cards are out.
That is
No Dekoichi,
interesting.
no Spies. This might be a long one.
Yeah, Fungus has got his Knight Assailant engraved, and we know he has one in hand too, but... Alright, we finally drew a monster. Do you really want to summon your tribe just to beat face? Probably not, but...
It's eating a ring.
Fungus didn't update the ring art. How do you feel about this art, Gulaz?
This is the art I use.
Oh, come on, man.
I know the fire one
Come on,
is pretty
man.
cool. It's a TCG one, but I think there's something threatening about the grenades.
Yeah, I mean, I think they censored it for a reason, right? They're like, this is awful.
Oh yeah, I do like this one because like what it's implying
Yeah.
is kind of scary.
If I remember right in the anime, I feel like they had the grenades, and then for the dub, they just like set the grenades on fire.
I think that's the case because I remember this card was used on like Giant Rat, or no, it was Gyakugiri Panda.
Oh man.
That duel was so funny. Like the premise was like, oh, Chaz is like, I'm gonna play like 5 or 6 people at once, and they all summon a bunch of monsters. He summons Panda. It's huge. And he goes Ring of Destruction, Ring of Defense.
That's Kaiba. Kaiba dueling right there. That's awesome. Gulaz plus Petty equals Goopy, says Cup. What do you think?
Goofy. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know if I like Goopy.
It's sounds a little messy.
A little bit messy. Like you have to
Yeah.
wipe it up with a paper towel.
I don't know if you can pick up goop with a paper towel, right? You might need like a bucket.
We got this mind control. Okay, so I mean, this could just be Night Assailant, right? Which, if it's Night Assailant, oh, rewarded with
Oh,
the train. We're playing
so this was
three
the
trains.
Koichi in the hand. Hmm.
Yes, and he's playing 3 of them. That I don't see very much anymore.
Yeah, I think people stopped doing that because of like Warrior. To be honest, I
Yeah.
do like the 3 Koichi. I think you kind of just do want to draw cards and you play like 3 Koichi, 3 Pot of Greed, or of course you play 3 Pot of Greed because it's 3 Jar of Greed.
Yeah.
Uh, it's really good when you're not playing like a combo deck, right? Because otherwise you're
You're right.
just drawing and you just lose because you have no defense.
But into this obelisk field, I think that, yeah, Dekoichi makes sense to me.
Yep. This looks really bad for Andrea. You got no monsters. You're facing down 2 Chaoses and setup. No trend.
It's rough sometimes too, because like, I mean, this is a Chaos Turbo mirror, right? And so you're expecting like the highest like skill. Like this is chess, right? But like I feel like Andrea has had very little agency throughout both of these duels. Like like snatch ceiling.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
good comp.
that's pretty good.
That's a good way to come back in.
Yeah, and you know this is gonna go off because, as Fungus said, no back row.
Yeah. Yeah, this idea that Go format is average chess is never made sense to me.
I think it's a cute thought. I think it's a cute thought, and I think some matchups do sometimes feel like chess. Like you're like, yeah, there's so much I can be doing, and so that approximates that feeling. But no, even
Yeah.
in those circumstances, still no. I think
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some control mirrors from back then.
right. 2 TD and Tsukiyomi, says Fungus. Pot of goop. Library versus library, says Cup Games. What do you think about that?
Oh man, I'd be for it. I've never seen the matchup happen in person, so or online. So we gotta add it in just for the novelty.
He is also playing Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. That's crazy. We did not see this card in game 1.
Did we see break, or did it just not come up?
I think it just never came up for either of them. Also, if
Or are we gonna
he
do it
if he
back?
uses Sook here, that would be so funny.
Oh man.
That would be truly funny. Okay, this still doesn't preclude Sook, right? Because you would probably do it in main phase 2 anyway.
Correct. Just play around like TT, get the damage in one. Why not? Plays better into Mirror Force.
We are just
Oh,
passing.
interesting. I guess he just doesn't want the Tsukiyomi to keep drawing cards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But this is a really shitty snatch deal.
Yeah, I mean, last game, Andrea used a snatch steal on something bad. It was like a spy, I think.
Yeah.
It was not great.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, sometimes you just got to do it though. I don't know if you watched the finals I played in for yeah, what is that? Clash of Champions, and then I had a snatch deal like a Thunder Dragon, and I could do like no damage with
Yeah.
it. Oh, that's brutal
This
too.
is so hard. It's Serp. Oh gosh. That's so hard. And we know he
This
has.
isn't a real clock. Like I'm fine taking 400 and just
Yeah.
like drawing my pieces.
Yeah, definitely. Fungus still has one knock in play, but other
Oh, but
than
he has another
that.
monster. Choose.
We're viewing the graveyard, and what we're seeing there is no dark monsters.
That's right.
So we have Breaker, and we have discard Chaos Sorcerer. Is that it?
Um,
Night Assailant?
yeah, there could be a second Night Assailant. But yeah, besides that, Chaos Sorcerer is probably the only other card.
A little bit rough.
Unless we see something like really spicy. I doubt it. Like I don't think the mirror ever makes you play spicy cards, right?
What do you feel? How do you feel about Green Kappa?
In this matchup or in general.
Let's start in general, I guess.
It is so funny if it resolves.
I mean, it
Um
you can't like in the damage step you can't respond, right? So if they attack into
well
it,
you can. You can play a Divine Wrath.
they're not gonna play that. That'd be crazy.
I've had it happen not in Green Kappa, but I flipped like a Golem Sentry and someone played like Divine Wrath against me.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna want a Divine Wrath of Golem Sentry.
Oh,
Magician of
absolutely.
Faith. Oh, that's grody.
Ooh, it's a very powerful card.
Because we know he has a Night Assailant in hand too, and so he can just pick up the other one off this charity.
Yeah,
Oh, gross. And if he draws into Sook here, it's just even worse.
absolutely. You can also just dump a dark, potentially. Like this is not a great position to be in.
He is holding priority. I don't think there's anything that he can do, because after this he's going to have 6 cards in hand, and so I don't think holding prio is really going to do anything here.
I guess if he draws like multiple, nah, that doesn't even work either. Multiple Thunder Dragons, but
Okay, he ditched TD.
you don't even not even multiple. You just want to get one out, right? So you
Oh, no,
can't dust
yeah.
shoot, put it back in.
Yeah. Real duelists play Divine Wrath. I thought everyone plays Divine Wrath. I've never seen anyone in a real game play Divine Wrath.
I've only played against it in like ladder.
Yeah.
Um, I've seen Green Kappa played in some serious like War League matches though. I know Moxie's has played it
Yeah.
historically.
I mean, it could be a good
Um,
card, right? It's warrior, it's dark, it has a good
is it
effect.
dark? I think it is dark. Yeah.
Oh, and that's the game.
This is just game.
Yeah, I mean,
This
pretty much inevitable, right? The ring would not have stopped this anyway.
no.
Well,
Well, very convincing 2-0.
you know you had a bad duel when you immediately view the deck after losing because you're like, where are all my good cards?
I don't even think that's a good thing to do. You don't even want to find them.
Yeah, they're somewhere. They are not in your hand. Is where they are.
That's tough.
Yeah. All right, let's hop over. What's our next duel looking like? It looks like we're gonna play. It is Tiso versus Remioli. Tiso versus Remioli.
You said pizza versus ravioli for a second. I was
We can call him Ravioli if you want.
no, we got to be a little little respectful, right? We'll see what he's playing.
Yeah, we'll see what he's playing.
That is true. I have not played Cub at a GGP, so that divine ref technology could be there. Remioli
Remioli.
underscore.
Let's see the status of these duelists. Are they loading up? Are they loading? There has been no chat. Whoa, it looks like
Yeah.
Andrea has the same avatar in Dueling Book as they have on Discord.
What do you think he means by looking to face Merrick from Battle City? What do you what does that entail?
We could click it, and I could just play with the progression series deck I have loaded. Do you want to?
I've never heard folk song format.
Do you want to quickly build a Merrick deck and duel this guy?
Oh God. You can go to the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki and then like just import, right?
I'm doing 3 Hell Poemer, and you can't stop me.
No, you can't play multiple of the same card.
You're right. They didn't really do that, did they?
Unless it's like Giant Dragon or something.
Yeah. All right, Remioli has loaded up.
It was I was actually like looking at like a interview from Kazuki Takahashi, and then apparently the voice from Merrick was like based on like his inner voice that was like trying to get him to work when he was feeling lazy and not working.
I'll kill your dad if you don't keep writing
Yeah,
this
it was
manga.
something like he's like he's like at the grocery store and he's not working and he's like this voice in my head is telling me I gotta go get back to work.
And
I
that's
was like,
evil
that's
Merrick.
crazy.
Oh, did he cancel it? Am I crazy? Can you see this duel going on?
I see the lobby.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know why. Yeah. All right, here we are. We're in. Boom. Hacker voice. I'm in. Oh, okay. We're setting 5 cards. And are any of them trap dust shoot? No. That's interesting. All right, Gudlas, what do you think this deck is from? Quickly, say it before we see what the knock target is. What do you think?
This is it's gonna be return, right? It's gotta be.
Think so? That makes sense, right? Because we were definitely expecting a solemn back here.
I think it's return. This warrior decks don't usually main spy.
Yeah.
And it looks like Tiso is not on return because I know he does play that occasionally. And setting 4 kind of indicates warrior, is my read.
Yeah. My inclination was Tiso is probably on warrior. I'll be interested to see a return though. I would be really happy to see that.
Absolutely. Might be a deck I know a little bit about.
You've played it before, right?
Played it maybe once or twice.
All right, Goo. What's this set card then?
See if it's a Dekoichi, you'd be pretty happy. Draw the cards.
Probably Deco,
Smile.
right? Smile.
Could be anything. It could be Dekoichi. Could be like Angel. I'm leaning more towards Dekoichi.
Koichi is definitely the card you would prefer between the two.
Yeah, this could also be control. Like, it's totally possible for it to be control.
There's the rotor. Jar of Greed, huh? Big BK coming down.
There he is.
There he is. Well, now suddenly you're not wanting as much deco unless you got one of these big fat Sakuretsu armors.
Could be Book of Moon as well. Ring, that works.
Ring's fine.
That works.
Solemn at Tiso. That would be crazy.
Maybe it's worth it.
I think if he solemns the ring, do you solemn back?
I might.
I don't know, because then you're
Put him at
down to
2,000.
you're down to 2, right? Yeah.
It is Dekoichi.
There it is. All right. Pretty clean +1 there. And my hard read is that Tiso does not have another monster in hand. Because he did not summon his Blade Knight turn 1.
This is a good position for Remiel.
It does look that way, because I mean, it's like super free just to attack with the deco, right? And then Tiso's like, do I want to spend a card on this deco?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not control. 3 spy control is probably... Although I think Confuse Ray did do that once.
I think it's not unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, spy is just a good card.
Yeah.
But I think it is probably just a return. That's my
heavy storm. Okay, so are we looking for a solemn and then solemn back and then summon any monster, win the game? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Man, this sucks for Tiso. Tiso's like, man, my day's ruined.
Oh yeah.
Pro set heavy is pretty.
Pro set heavy with 4
is pretty crazy. I mean, what do you do, right? Because like you can't not solemn. Oh, okay, we're not solemning.
Just gonna ring.
That makes sense
Jar?
to me.
Jar would be pretty good.
Jar would be pretty good. No, looks like no. Wow, that's a 4 for 4. We have Saku. We have Solemn. We have double Solemn.
They've had double Solemn each.
Solemns. I mean,
oh
no. I mean, I think Tiso played that well. I think that's what you had to do. But yeah, that stinks.
Yes, I agree. That's crazy. I like it. Oh, it's not. It's not return.
Is it not? You think so?
There's a serpent.
Serpent. You return players don't play serpent.
I don't think so. Unless if I see a whale or something, I'm a freak.
I think you might see a whale. I think you might see a whale.
There's a Raigeki. It might be the Chaos Turbo return and not the Angel return.
I'm very curious about this because I'm seeing the Solemns and I'm like, well, that's probably not Control then, right? Probably not.
Control plays Solemns.
Do they? I feel like. Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, historically. Like, I know Geisty used to play too, but he's cut it back to 0.
Right. I feel like that's not in vogue right now to play Solemn in Control. At least from what I see.
It is not.
All right, well, what's our follow-up here?
Set a card.
Set a card. Set 2 cards. Set 3 cards. The L set.
Yeah.
That's one of the very best cards. We are
Ooh, we're
we are
solving this.
third solemning it.
So this is reading like
Oh,
Moth or something.
okay. Well, if this Blade Knight can get in, which it almost certainly will, because if you had any other answer to Blade Knight, you would use it. And
Oh,
oh,
Devochi.
I mean, Tiso's doing a
Suddenly
good.
we have like a game. Like
Yeah,
we're
suddenly not bad.
this serpent is really annoying, but
Yeah.
like this could go either way. Oh, you like to see that.
All right, drop the BLS. Drop the BLS and put him out
Yeah.
of his misery.
Chaos monster go crazy. If it's not chaos though, you just have like a bunch of like crap in your hand.
It looks like he might
It's
have a
crap
bunch
like
of crap.
yeah.
All right, so that's confirmed Serpent. This is pretty. This was a pretty interesting game. That heavy storm, you don't see that very often.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. This is a ballsy play.
I think it worked out for him though.
Because like it could have easily been like Ring Jar of Greed.
Right. MST is so hot here. I agree. MST pretty nice. But don't you love in Go format Yu-Gi-Oh when you either use from like you summon a monster and your opponent has like an outsized reaction to it, like they spend tons of resources to get rid of it, and then you immediately
Hmm.
throw down Call of the Haunter to pre-mat. Like immediately.
Yep.
It's like slam that. I
Absolutely.
think you just let it go, right? You don't care about this. Gonna play in the trap dash shoot?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it.
You just kind of have to. I mean, you could have like pitched a TD last turn
Yeah.
to play around it. You have used like one break and your charity already, so it's not like they're super valuable.
That's a good point. Jar of Greed.
Speaking of Jog, good card. Tiso is interesting because he likes to play the Jogs and the Upstart Goblins, from what I understand.
That is interesting. I don't hate it. it
I have mixed feelings because I think the damage threshold actually does matter sometimes in Warrior.
hmm.
Um, I like Jar of Greed a lot though because it lets you manipulate your hand for Blade Knight purposes.
That's true. It is a little bit slower though.
It is slower.
But usually you don't mind because you have like live Sakaretsu armor, live Solemn, and then you want
Yeah,
two more back row that can do anything, right? And so jars are great for that.
absolutely.
Raker. All right, what do you break? Do you break the old or new set? I think the new one, right?
Probably the new one. Like the old one
Okay.
didn't do anything last time.
Delinquent Duo.
Like unless you're reading like Hell, yeah, wow.
Wow.
It doesn't necessarily matter because like this is game one, right? So
It is.
like it's all like gonna be chainable stuff.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Tiso's looking pretty good here. It looks like that
Yeah.
Remioli had a couple of draws in a row that were not great. We drew TD, we drew Delinquent Duo.
Yeah. This game is like turned. You really need a but it could like turn very easily if you can just drop a chaos. But
Yeah. I think Remioli's really kind of looking for a mirror force here. Would be pretty good.
yeah, I mean that's likely the only battle trap in the deck.
Yeah. All right, are we gonna
Do you have
throw
break?
down Rigigi Break?
Dust.
Okay.
Oh,
Dust Tornado. Okay, this got to be returned, right? It's got to be.
I don't know.
It's got to
It
be.
could be the delinquent version. I don't know if he plays Dust Tornado.
I'm gonna laugh when this turns out to be like relinquished. He summons Manju this turn, and it's like, whoa.
That's yeah. Relinquish is an easy deck. I actually spent some time playing Relinquished.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I spent like a couple hours trying to lab it out, and it was pretty good. And then I brought it to a tournament, and I played like 3 warrior players, and I was like,
Yeah, it's rough.
this is bad. Like the warriors themselves weren't the issue. The issue was like I kept getting like trap dust shooted.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
I mean, it's a scapegoat deck, though, right? Any scapegoat deck's not going to be horrible, but
I wasn't playing goats in my version. I was playing like tomato or something.
oh, okay. Yeah.
It was I actually beat most of the warrior players, but my biggest issue was like the deck somehow also just loses to spy. So I don't know. I got mixed feelings.
I'm concerned about our friend Remuoli here. I'm thinking that any normal summon will probably do it. Because is this back row going to be live? I don't know.
That's right.
We know the other in hands 2 TDs and then a mystery third card.
Yeah.
Which it could be a monster. It could be Serpent in hand, maybe. And this is finally not Serpent.
Could be. You would need this to be like Night Assailant though if this back row's not real.
Yeah.
The spies are going. Rhoda.
Rhoda's pretty good. Do you go for level 2 or do you go for Exiled Force?
I think probably just level 2 is fine.
I think so too. I think you're not really afraid of
I
Mirror
feel like
Force.
he would have used it. Like if this is like Battle Trap or something, he would have used it.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think this is level 2 here. Though I could see Exiled Force too.
Either way, because this is probably Serpent. That's
It
how I'm
probably
reading it.
Yeah, and so level 2 makes more sense, I think.
Because like if this is the Battle Trap, he just Battle Traps the Breaker or something probably.
DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, that's
if
not
you're
bad.
reading it's a Serpent. I don't know though. I mean, like if you're just going for game, just
right. You're not gonna you're not expecting this to last another turn anyway.
Yeah, because like this is like Night Assailant. This gets punished.
All right. Gonna get rid of it.
Do we have break? We don't.
That's rough. That's rough.
It was very clearly like just like not break. I think though, right? Because
yeah,
he's had like a bunch of like Thunder Dragons in his hand.
I wouldn't have been surprised if it were a spell, to be honest.
Yeah, it could very easily be like a knock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think setting duo there is fine. I mean, you're just gonna duo for one.
Yeah. I mean, he got the 1-for-1, but he didn't have to spend 1,000 life points, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess no, it was Breaker, and so yeah, he just lost it for nothing. But I don't think losing a card out of Tease of Hand would have really changed the calculus there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he drew the Breaker for turn though, right? So
yeah for sure.
It could have been like BLS in hand or something. I don't know what card he wasn't committing otherwise. Snatch deal maybe.
Okay.
It is very possible we use the Snatch Scapegoat meta package. That is a very Italian thing to do.
Back to the old technology.
I like it. I'm a big fan of Goat's meta for turbo sides. I've always been a big fan of it. It's kind of cool that different regions like gravitate towards different technology.
Yeah. Europeans love Karibo. I've noticed.
Oh yeah. Card is not seen in American side decks.
Yeah, Americans
love Kaiku.
Yes.
Americans love Kaiku.
Yeah, you're right.
I see that card everywhere IRL.
This is pretty eerie because this is exactly how turn 1 and 2 was last time.
Oh yeah.
Spywall's pretty good.
I personally hate Kaiku. I think Kaiku is not that great. Every time I play it, it runs into like a spy.
Yeah, but when you only remember the times where it banishes their last light, right? And then it's like, well,
Oh yeah.
you just win.
It's not a bad card. It's just not, especially post board. It's just like not as strong.
Yeah.
Especially if they're bringing in like battle traps and like
Snatch steal
Zafira,
on.
the snatch steal.
This is interesting. I wonder if that was bait. Like, I know you can stop this, and so I want you to stop this. Oh wow, we're
Yeah,
okay. This is interesting.
this is a great position for Remioli.
Yeah, I agree with Tiso letting Blade Knight transfer sides because you can always dust in response to TD being discarded if they are concerned about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now it looks like he's going to get
Just
to
use
pick
their
off a
battle
spy.
phase. It's too tricky. Unless he just drops like a Jinzo or like a Mobius. If you drop Mobius,
That would be crazy. That would be
it would have
so
been
crazy.
crazy. But
All right, Remioli's like, I need something to get rid of this Blade Knight. I'm gonna look for it. And we pass. Okay.
unfortunately for Remioli, Montage Dragon might be dead.
I had
The
such a
two
good
most.
time with Montage Dragon, dude. Ugh, the
That's such
card's
a
so
deep
good.
coded deck. It is a funny card.
You can beat legitimate Edison decks. It's a
Oh,
lot.
absolutely. Like if you play against like a frog deck and they just go
Yeah.
like Swap Frog, send Treeborn back to hand.
Yeah.
Use Montage Dragon, kill them in one turn.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel that GOAT format actually has a lot more robust back row in terms of like answering generic threats. Where Edison, it's like if you drop a 10,000 attack point monster, sometimes they can't just do anything about that at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they don't expect something like that to happen most times in the format. Oh,
Well, also
setting the
like the
monster.
premier like back row card is like bottomless trap hole, like for
Right.
generic stuff. And like if there's a 10,000 attack point monster, like you can draw into bottomless, and it's like the warrior problem.
Right.
You can go.
Right. All right, we during the TD here. What do you think this set monster is from Tiso? TD Warrior Lady, maybe?
Could be warrior lady, could be moth, could be spy. I think that those are all like reasonable options.
Yeah. Goodbye, Blade Knight. Now for Remioli to show us that he kept in knock.
It's very possible, especially nowadays when a lot more warriors are playing flip monsters.
Yeah.
I don't hate having like a knock. Maybe two is just like kind of crazy, but one knock I don't hate it.
Yeah, I played Gumo in War League this past week, and
Yeah.
in game 3 I went first and I set him on. My opponent was like, "Did you side in Mob?" He's like, "I lose the game if you sided in Mob."
It's very possible.
Yeah. I'm like, "Dang. Maybe Moff is the Gumo threat that we need."
I don't think. I mean, maybe one of is fine.
One up could be funny.
Um, it would be funny. I just think that deck actually doesn't have that much room. Like, I actually think it's actually well constructed,
Yeah.
but it almost feels like a combo deck in the sense that you don't want to take out like these cards because it all kind of coherently like lets you aggress them down very
I
quickly.
I agree. Yeah. I find that most of the time when you're like swapping things, you're swapping like for like. Like you want to get rid of like I don't know, like DD Assailant for Gorilla or something. You're like I want more attack
Sort of.
points, but like you'll never take out like more monsters because you're playing so few anyway.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to add any either because the deck is meant to consistently draw into the things that stops your opponent from playing.
Absolutely. I personally I hate that deck. I don't think it's a good deck. I don't think it's like game breaking or anything like some people think.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people think it's really bad. I don't think it's bad either. But it is arguably the deck that I've lost to the most bad players on.
Curse says, "Man, I need to get back into Edison." That's not true. That's
No, the
false.
goat smile.
Gulaz is not going to play Edison, not even today.
Yeah, I'm skipping my War League match. The only reason I play Edison is because some of these IRL events have Edison day one, goat day two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I found aspects of it enjoyable.
I need to update this. This is not losers top 4. This is winners top 4. I'm blowing it. There we are. There we are. Winners top 4. All right, level 2 getting in for that sweet, sweet Sinister Serpent.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm glad that Gravekeeper Spy is such like a cool aesthetic card because if it weren't, like imagine if the art were just like ugly and you just had to see it all the time.
What is an ugly card people play
Good question. Let's
that
see. You just like
that it would be
have to
very annoying
see.
to see a bunch of these?
I mean, Duo is pretty ugly. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Duo is pretty ugly.
That is true.
What's an ugly card people play?
I think most of the monsters in Go From It are pretty handsome.
I agree.
I think that's why there's so many people that have high rarity decks.
I mean, just look at Chaos Orc. Wow.
Wow. They've got a cool aesthetic. I like the goat cards.
I think what keeps the goat cards being cool is that most of the backgrounds are just like generic gradient style, like kind of like weird stuff going on. Like look at Breaker's background; it's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Spy has a good background. It's got like actual stuff going on.
It does, yeah. But it's cool because it has like a very distinct vertical line too
Oh yeah.
between like the sky and knob.
Snatch Steel's just light lines.
Yeah, a solemn is also just like light lines.
Well, that one kind of makes sense like thematically.
Yeah. I mean, Snatch Steel's kind of ugly now that I'm looking at it.
Looks fine, I think.
Their legs are kind of scrunched.
I like
Dawn's
when Yu-Gi-Oh
Luke.
just does like people.
they're, just, they're just
I just like
bros.
the people. Like
Bro set Don's Luke is pretty funny. And we have Sword Don, which is
yeah.
for the culture.
No, if you're trying to encourage someone to play Edison, I don't think you pitch but Dark Arm Dragon. I hate
We.
that card.
Now, why did we sack Gravekeeper Spy for TD here?
I don't know.
We have swords up, and so, I mean, like, obviously we're thinking that he might have a Dust Tornado MST, maybe. And we're scared of Don Zaluk, but I don't know. I think you play those odds. See, look at Solemn's background. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It reminds me of like Microsoft Word art back in like the Microsoft Word 2000. They had like a steel
Yeah, it
one.
does. Like when you do like an animation for like word art.
Yeah. Yes. Wow, we got over this Donsaluk. That's surprising to me with 3 back row.
Do you think kids nowadays do like PowerPoint, like book? Like I remember we had to do like book presentations and stuff like that growing up. Do you think they do that nowadays?
I think so. I teach students and they don't use PowerPoint anymore. They use like Prezi and like Canva just and stuff. It's much more advanced now.
The classroom environment's got to be like crazy different now, though.
I bet you're right, especially in primary
Yeah.
school. In the first
And
institution where I
with
taught,
their
all the
AI.
undergrads got iPads when they entered the university.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, welcome to
Do they?
school. Here's your iPad.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Exiled Force. Exiled Force. What?
There is a charm lost by everyone using like AI for a lot of things. Because I've had people like message me on like LinkedIn, and it's very clearly like almost like this message has been written by AI, which is fine, right? You're trying to just get messages out there.
Right.
But like even like the people like that I've given like calls to, like they very clearly are like reading off a script. Like this person cannot like I throw like a curveball question and their answer is very like canned, and they're like, oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Has the chat GPT like opening paragraph of like,
yeah.
you're so handsome and smart for asking this question. You're so inquisitive and awesome. Let me get to that for you, or whatever.
Just sound natural.
But we got to back up, Gulas. We exiled Force from Remioli. Where'd that come from?
Technology. I know AGT actually plays like a warrior package recently.
Really?
In a
Okay.
sense, it's not really unheard of.
Tribe infecting virus. What are we doing about this? We gonna TT?
We are virusing.
We're definitely gonna virus, but are we going to respond?
What do you think exactly is the monster on tribe infecting virus? Because like clearly these fishmen are dying to the virus.
Well, they're bunnies, right? The one in the back is the real one, and they're turning into fish.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, the bunny in the
I
back is
thought
what they were
the bunny is like
normally.
a reference to like the black plague, like kind of like how rats spread diseases.
I'm pretty sure they're
Oh,
turning into water, like they're turning into reptiles.
but why would that destroy them?
It doesn't destroy them; it infects them. Oh, I guess like
I,
on the
I thought this
field.
guy's like choking, and then this guy on the ground is like clearly just like gone,
Yeah,
like he's
I don't
fallen over.
know.
And the bunny's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what did I do? I thought I was just shaking your hand."
I infected you with this terrible disease.
That's what I thought.
Oh, Donzaluk gets in. Okay, we're rolling the die. How does this mean 4? Ooh,
Ooh, that's a big
spies.
hit.
Good hit. Donzaluk. Move in zones. I like to see that.
Don's Luke the man.
Hell no, these kids can't read. You're right. They can't read.
That's right.
Grenade
They'll
ring
fit
pretty
right into the
ugly,
medium
bro.
crowd.
He's right. Didymus.
Oh, and the second warrior. Surely we're playing like a Rhoda package then.
Is this return? I'm still like I'm stuck on this. Is this return?
Maybe.
It might be. There
It's
might
three
be.
jar of greed.
It is. ELS.
Well, I don't think it's well. It could be returned with like a Prima package, but I don't think so, right? Because you would just if it is returned, you probably banish like warrior lady to the thunder
Oh,
dragon.
that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. All right, XL4 is gonna take out the BLS. Have Gulaz, have you seen the new BLS art?
I have.
What do you think?
It sucks.
I hate it. It sucks
It's so
so bad.
it's so bad.
Yeah, now I hate that I'm gonna have to see it everywhere because people are gonna use it.
Yeah, it's not great. Um, Especially because like all the other retrains we got were at least like okay. There's just something about it. The color scheme is off.
It's they're not using darks enough. It's like too washed out and not enough like in shadow.
Yeah. There's like a speed duel version of BLS, like or like rush duel. Like it's like a retrain. It's like 2500 attack, but it looks better than whatever we got for the
Hmm.
actual BLS. It kind of looks like a Eastern European BLS. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like wearing like a scarf.
Somebody brought up to me that they're trying to like replicate the pose of the OG ritual monster, and once I saw that, I'm like, okay, it's a little bit better, but still don't love it to be honest. Oh, we're getting over this attack mode
Swimming try.
serpent.
Serpent. Yeah, there haven't been a ton of retrain parts that I like, but maybe that's because I'm used to the other versions.
We're crashing. He's playing Blade Knight. This deck is crazy.
What if he sided into it?
It's possible. It's
I don't know.
possible.
I don't know what's going on. It
I
could
mean,
just be a pile.
it could be Chaos Warrior maybe this whole time.
Could be this whole time. Yeah.
DD Warrior Lady getting in. I kind of want Ramioli to win so we can crack the case on what deck this is. I guess you go to losers anyway, and so we'll get some more Ramioli anyway, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Summon Sinister Serpent in attack mode into a DD Warrior Lady. I wonder if we're. I wonder what
We
this
have
back
creature
row could
swap.
be. Yeah,
Do we have creature swap?
looks like no.
I don't think so.
Very most telegraphed Mirror Force of all time. I suppose we're wanting to summon Thunder Dragon over the Sinister Serpent, which is why we summoned it to begin with. Yeah. Mobius! You called it, Gulaz! You called it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh
Sometimes you
no.
just know. Sometimes you just know.
Oh no.
It's like I gotta
I'm
mute for a second.
okay. I'm wondering why did Tiso not solemn this? You take less life points and you get rid of Mobius and you protect your knock. I don't I don't understand. Unless we have Snatch Steal, I guess. Oh, is he thinking about solemning? I do not think you solemn the Graceful. You solemn whatever card comes off of the Graceful that you need to solemn.
It depends. Depends a lot of the time when that happens, right? Because like
Yeah.
you don't want them to draw into it, and sometimes you're just essentially letting them filter their hand.
Yeah, it's true. You are. Gulaz, why did he not solemn Mobius here? Why did he let the knock and solemn die and then take
I
the
had to
other?
step away from the computer, so
This has
I
to be
don't
Snatch
know.
Steal.
There could be a second. Oh, there was a set solemn. So the idea is like you could just like die.
You could just die. Okay, that makes sense. Good game, he says. That was indeed a good game.
Yeah.
Mobius coming down is crazy.
When the movie hits.
When the Moby hits in tens.
I'm glad Mobius is in the format.
Yes,
It is
smoke.
a good addition.
I agree. I think the monarchs in general are good.
Yeah, they're interesting cards. They deal with a lot of nonsense. They're high investment cards though, which
Yeah.
can lead to some interesting game states, like when you're bricking or
Hmm.
when you have to play around solemns. My hot take is I think Go format is just perfect. Like it feels like a very happy accident.
Yeah.
There's enough answers to everything in the field that you can be satisfied.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's why it has the staying power it does, is that it's just like for completely random chance, there's basically nothing that's completely broken. There's always something that you can do about whatever people come up with.
Yeah, I mean, people thought Turbo was broken for the longest time. It's still a good deck, but like it's clearly not a tier zero deck, and this idea that there's a tier zero format is just kind of crazy, considering we see like so many decks so close in power level, so many different decks topping.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Um, the lack of diversity is solely because players choose not to play other decks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could throw. You can give any top player swag, and they would become. They would win tournaments. They would win tournaments over turbo with it, right? They just don't want to play
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it definitely could be. I mean, we saw Envy play it,
Hmm.
um, and he's had some pretty good success, right? He's gotten top eight at both of the last two majors.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ever since Cub and I introduced Cat Swag to a lot of people in War League have been playing it. MMF played it more than once. I was like, whoa. The heck?
MMF has always been like a cat fan, from what I
Yeah,
understood, but I think they might have lost faith in it, and it's kind of cool that they're playing it again.
yeah. All right, we went. Delinquent Duo hit the MST and Spy, but we got back +1 from Thunder Dragon, and now
Ooh,
we're Pot of Greeting for another +1. Pot of Greed's kind of ugly.
it is, but it's iconic.
And it's like
If
meant to
you
be
draw
ugly.
Pot of Greed, you love seeing it. You don't care how ugly this thing is. Like this is arguably your favorite card to draw,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. For sure. In any deck.
What are some of your favorite cards to draw?
Hmm.
Like you just feel good when you draw them.
Solemn's pretty good.
Yeah.
Last Will, pretty good. Giant Trunade, pretty good.
This is one of my favorite cards right here. When you draw knock and it resolves,
Yeah, it's
oh
pretty
man, it
good.
feels
Yeah,
so
you
good.
you feel you're like I'm the best who ever did it.
It feels so good. When you draw it against warriors and it's dead, it feels awful. But when it resolves, you're like, oh, I'm back in this game.
Yeah, I would say that I don't think Chaos Monsters hit the same. Like even when they win
I
you the
agree.
game because you drew like the BLS or whatever, it just doesn't feel like oh whoa, Pot of Greed, let's go.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. I agree. I agree.
I would say
Dropping Zaborg though,
Ring,
that feels
yeah.
really good.
So Zaborg's, yeah.
Zaborg feels so good. It feels so awful when it's like dead in your hand though.
Yeah. Jinzo also feels pretty good to summon because you're like, okay, well, if this resolves, I probably win.
Yeah, I agree.
Don's Luke. Can we stop this? We cannot. We do have two TDs in hand, though.
Mhm.
There's one of them. Pro set Heavy Storm's going to go crazy right here.
That would scream.
Zing
Ziggs
said who? And you know, I was about to
It's
say, I think
over.
I think both of these are fake. I think these are both spells. and we just didn't want to discard to this Don
Discard
Zalug.
them.
Oh, he went so fast to battle phase. He's like, I just want to get rid of this last TD.
Oh my god.
Oh, Zings and Who is so crazy here. What is Remioli? Remioli needs a Chaos Mon. Graceful
That's a
Charity
draw.
off the top.
Zings and Who is like one of the most like when this card resolves against you, you just want to cry.
Yeah, you
Like
feel horrible because you're like, it's my
you
fault
feel
this
so
happened.
bad.
But it's so rare that you never really like think to play around it because like people just don't play this card.
Yeah, it's seen play. It's
It's very
it's tough,
good.
right? Because like there's a lot of times where it's dead.
Yeah, you definitely play it when you're going first for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of
TT
people like,
Sakuretsu armor.
ooh, that's those are crazy cards to discard.
Dang,
Do you have BLS or something?
kind of scares me though because I'm thinking there's probably a Solemn back
Set
here.
duo.
Duo. Exiled Force. Wow, that's pretty big. This is
Yeah.
not Spy because the spies are gone. But we kept it over. Oh gosh, Rhoda off the top is so rough.
It's got to be like Moth, right?
Yeah. Sangan.
Sandman. It doesn't do it. Oh, I get Serpent, right? Yeah,
I guess so.
that's painful.
Would you rather him mill too? He's thinking about it. I don't think you do. I think that's just a no. Oh, I think he's gonna say mill too. Oh no,
Oh,
he just didn't
14.
take the damage.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, mill two. Is he gonna say mill two? Oh, let's go mill
Really?
two.
What does this do exactly?
I don't know what you're looking for. I guess you want to get rid of BLS if you can just hit it.
Well, Tsukiyomi doesn't do anything.
Does nothing. Yeah, I mean you could put it in
If
defense
you
mode.
Zwan to Chaos though, off this mill,
Yeah,
you did get him two cards closer
you did.
to Chaos.
You did.
Oh, that's a good draw.
Yeah, I mean would have drawn Sook instead, right? And Sook's a lot worse. Okay, well we have the
Oh, what does
Solemn
it
either way,
matter?
and that's the game. Tiso will advance
Okay,
into grand finals, I believe. Yes, Tiso will be in our grand finals.
very nice.
Very
His
nice.
first, I think it's going to be his first invite of the season if he wins.
Tiso.
Yeah,
Really? Somebody
if
else
he
in the
wins.
chat said that Tiso was invite farming, which implies to me he already has one. But I can check really quick.
Maybe if he's gotten an obelisk. I don't think he's won any. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Let's see. Tiso. He does not have the World Championship qualifier flair on GoFormat.com. So yeah, it looks like it might be his invitation if he wins. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let me look. Who has invitations?
Do you have that sheet?
No, but I'm gonna quickly look just in GoFormat.com to see who has the badge. Looks like Fungus Mungus does not have it. Let's see.
I would assume all these guys don't have one, right?
I think
Looks like a pretty
I think you're probably right. Remioli.
midfield.
Remioli also does not have one. Who was our last duelist? Andrea. Andrea was eliminated though, so
Yeah. I've got probably another 10 minutes in me, Petty, and then I got to go play my match. So
sounds good. We will stream your match instead of this.
imagine.
We're gonna take a quick detour over to Goo. Uh, let's update this. All right, we are in losers finals now. have not loaded up the duel yet, so we are
Losers
waiting.
final. So who is it? Remioli and Andrea?
Remioli and Fungus Among Us, I think.
Fungus. Okay.
I'm gonna go quickly grab a water while we're waiting. BRB.
Sure, no problem. I will do my best to hold down the stream. What's up, Agzoth? If that's who is this? I don't recognize the name, but I probably know them if they're saying Big Goo. The the mill there on the Don's League just makes sense, I guess. If I mean it's like a locked position, right? Because you know they have one serpent in hand. Any monster that they summon is just gonna get solemned. Or they get set, gets run over by Mystic Swordsman. And then any spell they play also gets solemned. So although I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any play. Because even if you set like a trap, right, and set serpent, we are dueling teammates. Is this Dilf? Is this Dilf? Mr. Pioxy himself? Nice. Bingo bango. Your name always reminds me of epoxy because it rhymes.
I'm so back. All right. Are we in?
Yeah, we are. We
We're
were
in.
talking about epoxy.
Epoxy, the the
Like
like
the
resin material.
exactly because we have Pioxy or Dilf in the chat.
Indeed.
Shout out to Sledgehammer as well.
All right. Let's see. Will we figure out what Remioli's deck is? That's the question. Everything's getting knocked. Is it the third spy? It is. It is the
It
third
is.
spy. LOL. That's crazy.
What are your thoughts on this Curse of Dragon avatar?
I like it. I think it's good. Though it makes me realize that on the right side of the picture, the little spike is cut off. Why?
Oh yeah, it is. Maybe he was injured in battle. No, it's not cut off, right?
No, it is. It is, right? Because on the left side, it's like a point at the end.
Oh yeah, it's off screen.
It's off
Yeah,
screen, and like, why didn't they
yeah.
just include it in the screen? You know,
Might be a proportion thing. I don't know.
maybe. I like it though. I like Curse of Dragon generally. It's a cool card. I thought it was OP as a
Cool
kid.
card. He was really cool in the anime opening where Yugi is riding it against Kaiba.
Yeah.
They're shooting fireballs at each other.
Classic.
This guy doesn't see play after season 1, right?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What are we hoping for? Deco's pretty good.
Yeah.
Delinquent Duo.
Interesting. We duo after we attack.
Yeah, because I guess if it's Moth, you want to get rid of that charity.
But if it's Sangan, you get super punished.
That is very true. Oh man.
Ooh, discard random hits. Yeah.
Well, this is looking pretty good for Fungus Among Us. We're up 1 billion cards, and by 1 billion I mean 2.
2 could feel like a billion though.
Yeah. I mean, in this sort of matchup, like 2 is quite a lot.
Yeah, this is like a combo deck. Be different.
Yeah.
It's burn. It could quite literally not matter.
Sometimes it's bad to have extra cards. A lot of
Yeah.
times it's bad to have extra cards. Masha says Zing is so toxic. What do you think?
It is a toxic card, absolutely. Because like you have to play around it like it's Dust Tornado half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Dilf is right. Just play around Zing when they have Zing, and then play around Dust when they have Dust.
Chaos Sorcerer coming down.
Powerful card.
Defense mode to prevent Breaker from crashing, I guess, but that probably wasn't going to happen anyway.
Banish his tribe, right? And then just sit on this, get some pluses. No chaos setup. It's interesting though we're playing Dust in this deck. I don't quite understand it.
It's we're Gulaz, you and I are here right now to figure out what deck this guy's playing.
It's got to be like Chaos Warrior, right? I mean,
yeah, I think that's
at
it.
this point.
Yeah, I think it has to be. Which is a cool
I don't
deck.
believe he sided in like a. But does a Chaos Warrior deck play Solemns?
I guess so. Warrior does, and so it's in the name.
I don't think Pikatron or SS95 play Solemn, but
I think you're right.
who knows?
Normal summon Sangan
TT?
into Chaos Orc. You get punished. I think you. I don't know. I think you snatch steal it first, right? Before you summon.
Yeah.
Because if they react to
like,
it, you just lose. Or you just not summon Sangan at all.
Maybe he's going for broke. He's like, your spies are gone. I'm kind of behind.
Yeah.
Let's just try to get in. Maybe I can cheese you. It is game 1. I mean, defense isn't real.
Phoenix Wing Wind Blast is what Fungus is playing, and so it's so Snatch is made better because obviously
That is true.
Wing Blasting on it is not as good as Rikiki Break would be.
Yeah. I think both these guys on Wing Blast. Oh, that's
no.
Brutal.
Oh
you need to see your own. You need Solomir, right? I mean,
yeah, you need Solemn here.
Ooh, it doesn't look like we have it.
Yeah, that's hard. Wow, we're just scooping. Okay. All right. Well, that's game 1.
That is tough. I don't know if I scoop there though. I mean, this is your last life of the tournament. Just play it out.
I think he played out.
Never know.
He had 7,000 life points,
pot
right?
Yeah, you never know. You go pot of greed into like
The nut.
Thunder Dragon, Charity into Thunder Dragons into BLS or something.
Yeah, and at GGP Genesis, I was playing in top 4, and we went into time in game 2, and I won game 2, and so we were like in sudden death, like 4 turns in game 3, and my opponent quit on the 4th turn. Like they did not even draw their card for turn.
Really?
Yeah, and the judge came over and they were like, you should like you can go like again like exactly as you say, like you can go pot into TD into graceful into because they were on Chaos Turbo, right? And so it's like a very reasonable thing that could happen, but they were just like, I don't want to do it.
I'm a big believer in not giving up, especially IRL, because you never know like, what crazy shenanigans can happen. I remember my first GGP. I think it was like round 1 or 2. My opponent just forgot to attack me for game.
Yeah.
And then I beat them the next turn.
Yep.
So
yeah.
I mean, if you scoop, you don't get that win. So
Yeah, and in the same duel, they the reason I won the second game to put us into the third was that I had literally no cards. And I had 300 life points, and they had a known SERP in hand, and I just passed my turn, right? And
Yeah.
they set the SERP instead of attacking for game, and then of course to utterly punish that, I draw BLS next, and then I
Yeah.
summon BLS, and I'm like, I know that's Serpent, and so I attack over and then get game, which is it's so brutal. And like I think it's as you say, like stuff like that can happen in person. It's very unlikely to happen online, but you have to kind of just go
You
for it.
never know though.
You never know. Yeah.
You never know. You've nothing to lose.
Oh, snipe the Chaos Orc. Okay.
All right. I think I do need to head out, unfortunately. Maybe after my match and this is still going on, I can hop back in.
Sure. Yeah.
But
Shoot me a
all right.
message, and I'll let you back in. Thanks for hanging out,
Sounds good.
Gulas.
Yep. Thanks, Betty. See you guys later. Have fun on the stream.
All right, friends. Sweet, sweet solitude. We're here. It was a turbo shell, but with warrior cards and solemn judgment, because Chaos Warrior doesn't main spy. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right, we got a Blade Knight hidden over a Sangantha. Sangantha's background's also kind of ugly, to be honest. It's not great. Kind of looks like poop a little bit. Spy is not the card you want to see if you're Remioli. You do not want to see that spy. What did you take? The spy. The spy. It's not easy to face a Blade Knight set 3, but we do have the spy. None of the knocks are gone, so we're kind of afraid of that. We're going to try to snatch steal this. A Dust Tornado's already gone. And a Regeki Break. Man, this is a crazy deck. This is a crazy deck. This is crazy. Going in for 600 life points a turn. I don't know about that. I mean, we could be wanting to like set Moth or something, I guess. We like want to check to see if we can take this Blade Knight so that we're free to set like a really high value flip. And it seems like we do not have back row removal for Remioli, because I think you definitely flip that if you can. So yes, this is losers finals. Oh, we have pro set knock. So one of these is solemn, definitely. Gravekeeper spy. Do you take the Blade Knight if you're gonna play spy? I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, all the spies are gone, so we won't have to deal with that for the rest of the game. Graceful Charity. Graceful Charity. Pretty important discard here. Pretty important. 51 people watching right now. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you for being here with your boy right now. Remioli giving a humongous stink on this. Pitching a Chaos Sork in a Ring of Destruction. What? These two cards better be the best two cards in your effing deck. Pitching Chaos Sorcerer makes sense to me because you don't have any light monsters except for this Blade Knight. But yeah, Ring of Destruction is one of the best cards in the game. You're taking the 16 again. That's interesting. We drew into our own TD. You don't really want to sack the Blade Knight, though, because that will give him the light he needs. Even though 2 Chaos Sorks are gone. Another pro set knock. We kept a knock over ring? I don't know. I don't know if you keep the ring. Knock over the ring. I mean, because you could have kept the ring and the Chaos Sork. You could have rung the Blade Knight and then dropped Chaos Sork. I don't know. I think it's a difficult decision. I thought he only took 1 TD, and I was like, what? Did you draw 2 off of Charity? And like, I don't know. I was going crazy there. We're just passing. I don't know. I don't know about this ring discard. Doesn't feel good to me. It's an offshoot of Delinquent's deck. That makes sense to me. Delinquent is a chef. Is a chef. We're just attacking in again. I think we're gonna get in, right? I don't think there's any reason that we wouldn't. Yep. Tsukuyomi's finally going to flip the Blade Knight. This is a little bit sausage because now the Blade Knight is not going to be able to flip up. TT. Okay. I think that makes sense. I think you don't want to be dealing with a full power Blade Knight. Fungus looking at the Banished Zone, which has 3 Deco, 3 Spy. We do have Light Dark though, but we only have BLS left. We have 2 TDs in hand. And Ash is spicy, even though we just went neg 1 there. Neg 2 there? If you count the Snatch Steal? I don't know. We're gonna gain some card advantage back, yeah. Gain some card advantage back here. But your hand's not great. Your hand's not great, which is rough. You really kind of want to have a monster here. You really kind of want to drop like a DD Warrior Lady. Would be really nice. DD Warrior Lady would be really kind of not bad here. We've seen a lot of normal summon Sinister Serpent in this tournament. That is a... I think this is not the first time this has occurred. That much I can say. Yeah, I mean, you have to Solemn it, right? Because, like, you have your Serpent up. you can't let that happen. You cannot let that happen. Dropping our own TDs. You're shuffling the deck. Wait, what? Oh, okay, we already had our TD. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate for Emioli, because this Sinister Serpent's going to get banished for sure. You know, if we had a normal summon, basically any normal summon with 600 attack points, we probably could have just won. Because, like, is this going to... It'd be Mirror Force, could be a punish, of course, but... Yeah, this is really, really hard. I guess you don't have to go for game here if you're Fungus Among Us, because... Just, like... We know he has 2 cards that are real. And now we don't have to play around TT anymore, so we can flip whatever this is. And if it's Moth, oh gosh, if it's Moth. If it's Moth, we're in trouble. We're setting because we're going to flip Moth and not playing the Trap Dust Shoot. That's pretty good. Fungus Mungus, you're playing pretty well. I think Pot of Greed is definitely the take here. Remule gives the thumb, but Remule doesn't really want to. Trap Dust Shoot. Yeah, I mean, you kind of had to play into it, right? Upstart. Another Night Assailant. TD and Upstart. This is game, though. Mirror Force. That's crazy. We are 25 cards deep, and so chances are that was likely. That was likely to be. Alright, so we have a Night Assailant, a TD, and an unknown card, and we have 2 TDs and an unknown card. Things are still looking pretty good for Fungus. This is almost certainly just a Night Assailant, though. And so we could tribute it for our last known TD. But probably better just to pass. But if you're in a winning position, you'd probably prefer to push the advantage. That being said, TD is not even a 2-turn clock, so. Dire Straits, what are we doing here? Viewing your banished piles, never a great sign. Still stuck in this banished zone. What is in there? Lots of dark monsters, but we don't need them. We have them. A little BLS here would be pretty good. We are setting the card. Another Trap Dust Shoot. I don't know what you're going to be taking here unless you drew something new. BLS. Well, that's a pretty easy choice, isn't it? So, Trap Dust Shoot prevents you from losing. Sako TD and knock. I think you just summon TD, right? I think you just summon TD. You have knock to take a face down. You have Saku to take anything that can beat over it. I think you just TD. You need to. He would be at 400 life points if we had done that to begin with. Also, you wouldn't have gotten Trap Dust Shot there because you would have 1 fewer card in hand. MST on that. Okay. It is return. I thought it was. It is return. All right. Well, this isn't really gonna get you anywhere, though, is it? I mean, that gets you back to Sinister Serpent. That's pretty nice. He probably should have done this in main phase too, because I mean, this is certainly Night Assailant, and so he would pop something else that isn't Serpent. You lose out on 300 damage basically. Because this is not lethal, right? It's like 50. What? He's taking the TD out anyway. See, that would not have happened if you had waited till main phase 2. That's pretty rough, Remioli. It's pretty rough. You will get Sinister Serpent back, which is nice, but Yeah, there was no reason to do that because there was nothing that he could have done to stop you from sacking Serpent in main phase 2. I do like the aggression though. It's just, will he be able to draw a monster? I mean, there's no deco left, right? And so, like, I don't think he's actually playing a card other than VLS that can kill you here. Whoa, okay. Maybe this is going to work out. Return from the different dimension. Anyone go see the movie and get this card in the pack from the movie? That was really fun as a kid. Currently on a 19 duel win streak versus one of my friends. Holy poop. Tribe infecting virus for the win here. Getting met by the known Sakuretsu armor. Found my childhood Yu-Gi-Oh card. Started dueling my friends. Gonna get into the format. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm finding your childhood Yu-Gi-Oh cards is great. I'm jealous. I got rid of all mine because I'm like, I gave them away to a kid. I was like, I'm never gonna play this game again. But then here we are. Here we are. How do I get unbanned? I don't know. I think there's an unban request form, but you'll have to DM a goat format admin because I am just a streamer. Can we stop BLS? Can we stop this BLS? It is a draw. Rough. Rough. So everything that just happened in the last 20 minutes was fake and none of it happened and all of it was not real. That's hard. That's really hard. That's really hard. I feel like both of the players probably could have found a way to win if they had played it slightly differently. I think if Fungus had summoned the TD earlier, he probably would have won. I think if Remioli had summoned TD in main phase 2, he probably would have won because then Tribe would have been on field, and then if he rings Tribe, he loses, and Remioli doesn't lose. Yeah, and so I think there were some other things that could have been done, but they drew, and so there's no foul. That was a huge throw from Fungus. I don't know. I think they both could have played a little bit differently, but we don't have as much information as they do about their hands, and so it's possible that they knew better. One sec, says Remioli. We are waiting. We are waiting on this tournament to finish. One thing about the Obelisk, which are fun that we're streaming this, is that the other duelists are in the wing having to wait, though. And so, that being said, Tiso, I'm sure Tiso's pretty hyped. Tiso is going to make it to the finals. It's double elimination, and so whoever wins this match will play against Tiso, but they have to win not one match, but 2 matches against Tiso in order to take the championship. And that's not going to be easy. Anyone beating Tiso twice, not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Couldn't picture selling it, but how much is a first edition starter deck Pegasus Relinquished worth anyways? I'm gonna say I have one, and it is, if I have one, it means it's not worth very much because I do not buy expensive cards. But let's see. Let's see. Because I think Starter Pegasus is not the coveted one. The coveted one is Magic Ruler, right? The Magic Ruler Ultra. Let's see. First ed, I'm gonna assume near mint, even though it's probably not near mint if it's your childhood card. A near mint first ed is $14. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Aaron. All right, we are so back. Pot of Greed, directly to the graveyard to save some time. Thunder Dragon, directly to the graveyard to save some time. View and deck. Well, this is the opening for Fungus Among Us that you really want. Who won the RPS, and he also got Pot of Greed into Thunder Dragon. T-Set Pass Classic. No Dust Shoot in sight. Do we have our own Trinity from Remioli? Looks like no. And we're going to do the L set. Wow, is he really up 3 cards? That's crazy. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's up 3 cards. Now he's gonna be up 4 cards. This is getting out of control. It's only turn 3, and he's up 4 cards. I mean, Knock's gonna be one of them, right? He's already 12 cards in, and there goes the Gravekeeper Spy. Smart of Fungus to flip this Spy before knocking. Otherwise, he would feel pretty silly. It is 9 cards against 5. So we're up 3 and the draw, which is pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. Two jars. It's gonna be difficult to get the advantage back. I mean, like, someone like Blade Knight is okay. Blade Knight's at 5. Graceful Charity, okay. Aaron, who's in winners? Tiso. Tiso is in winners. It is our boy Tiso. They're still in the original sleeves, actually, so they've kept quality. But for 15 bucks, I'd rather die. I agree. I would keep your card for sure. Especially if it's first ed. That means that you were at the books a million buying it for day one. All right, what did we discard? Sinister Serpent in Heavy Storm. I don't know. The other 6 cards in your hand are better than Heavy Storm? I doubt it. I doubt it. Happy to see the Thousand Eyes Restrict after 20 years. Wow. I never had that as a kid. That I had very, very few ultra rares from booster packs because I just didn't get that many booster packs. I would get like 3 per set, basically. I did pull a BLS though. I did pull a BLS, and I traded it for a left arm of the Forbidden One again at my local Books a Million. But that was fine because I completed Exodia with it. I completed Exodia, and then I traded it. I was like 10, and the boy I traded it with was also like 10, but he had a big brother who was like 18. That big brother came and found me like 2 hours later. 2 hours later. I was dueling 2 hours later. And he's like, hey, you have to trade back my little brother's card. He didn't know what it was worth. And it's so funny thinking back because I think it was LOB. I think it was an LOB unlimited reprint Left Arm of the Forbidden One. Mine was a first ed IOC BLS, and so like mine was better. But the bro was like, you had to trade it back, and I was like, no way. And then my mom came and she was like, we have to go home, and I was like, see, I gotta go home. And so I refused to trade backsies. I was like, no way. I was like, no way. First ed Italian ones. That's cool. We are sacking the Gravekeeper Spy to get us that Dark Engrave. So Remioli should be like, oh poop. This guy has a Chaos Monster, and he's threatening me with it. Get back that Sinister Serpent. I swear by the Legendary Collection Yugi's World. Those cards are expensive. People pay for them. Those cards are very expensive. Even like the commons, I think, are more expensive than normal commons. I've seen on like Facebook Marketplace too that people will try to sell empty boxes of legendary collections. And I'm like, what? And they're asking for like $50 or something crazy. And I'm like, what's going on? Completed my LB collection before the price hike, and I'm so happy. Was there a price hike? I wasn't even aware. I've not bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards in a few months. Breaker the Magical Warrior. Fungus is thinking, I don't know what you could be doing. You could ring it, but that's not really worth it, I don't think. It's the Sakuretsu armor. That's a little bit sad. Trading BLS is wild. I traded my red eyes for a third SDK blue eyes. You can't take blue eyes is so much, it's worth so much more. Yeah, I didn't even know what BLS was though, to be honest. I had no idea that card was like good. I'm like, I read the effect and I'm like, the effect is amazing, but I didn't know it was like a good card, and so I traded it. It's because Legendary Collection Yugi was massive, so it's hard to get everything. That makes sense. That makes sense. Look up First Ed Blue Eyes. I know that First Ed Blue Eyes is expensive. Even started at Kaiba. First Ed. First Ed Blue Eyes is expensive. So I've always liked the Dark Duel Stories one. You guys ever see like the Prismatic Secret Blue Eyes? Those are crazy. Those are crazy. All right, we're setting 5 here. Because we're like, please don't summon BLS and attack me for game. Please don't do that. I have TT. I have Mirror Force. Please don't do that. Using Mirror Force on Breaker here is pretty, I don't know. I don't know about that. Fungus is going back to his match 1 philosophy of just attack with Deco every turn. Blue Eyes LOB best art. Whoa, you're going to make some enemies here, Cursed. You're going to make some enemies. I don't think people agree with that. I don't think people agree. My Dark Magician is cooler. That's true. I've seen it. It is cooler. The printing quality was peak for Legendary Collection Yugi's World. I didn't know that. I think I own a few of the cards just randomly, but I've never noticed anything like that. Remuli's thinking. Remuli's like, well, how do I do this? Remuli's done a pretty good job again with clawing back card advantage because he's only down 1 now, where it was closer to 4 before. That's 2, is that right? 7 against 9? No, it's 1 in the draw, so he's only a little bit behind. Only a little bit. I think this gets in, right? I think you might as well let it in. Yep. Snipe the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. With the must. With the must. Did anyone else play Barrel Dragon on the playground? Card's crazy. Though I did not know Barrel Dragon existed. I only knew about Blowback. No, excuse me. I did not know Blowback existed. I only knew about Barrel. TT. Okay, massive. That's pretty big. That's going to get your card advantage back. That's 6 cards against 6 cards. We are even Stevens now. Except he's going to get back that Sinister Serpent, so he's actually ahead right now. Remioli, big play. Big TT. Nothing Fungus Among Us could really have done about that. Because they had already, like, played a whole bunch of cards. Right? And so really nothing they could have done. But at least now you don't have to worry about TT, right? The only thing you're really worried about is Mirror Force. No Light Engrave for Remioli. Dark Geroid put in work for me. That's crazy. Please see my... Yeah, Jirai Gumo. That's one of the biggest innovations from last year, I would say. Easy to slay you, bringing that deck into the format. He set pass. Playing a little slow. Fungus still at 8,000 life points. Remuli has not been able to touch those yet. Did you Warrior Lady? Pretty good draw. Did we not take Sinister Serpent back? We elected not to. It's interesting. Oldman across out. Pro sets. Hit that Night Assailant. Pretty good. Pretty good. It looks like we were finally going to be able to hit into these life points. Swag is a pretty cool new deck too. I agree. Swag is definitely like it is a paradigm shifting deck because it's a core of about 25 cards and you can flip in like 15 extras. Like I've been building out the Swag Cat recently that's been seeing some play. And I think that's really just the kind of like the beginning. I think that people are going to realize that you can slot in a whole bunch of different engines into the Swag shell. With the goal of OTKing your opponent. Well, we knew this Chaos Sork was online. We've known it for many, many turns because Fungus took the Neg 1 tribute setting the Thunder Dragon in main phase 2 just to make sure this would happen. And so I think if you're Remioli, I don't think you can respond to this. I think you have to let it go because like if he has another Chaos Sork and use Solomon or something, that's really not good. It just stinks that he kind of took away your answer. because DD Warrior Lady into Chaos Orc would have been fine. Ring is still alive for both players. You should really take Sinister Serpent this time. He elects not to, or he forgets. That's going to be rough, because I think setting Serp here is pretty good. I guess we have another card instead, though. Quish swag to trigger will with ritual. That's interesting. Now, Tiso, hold up. That's interesting. Hold up, Tiso. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Hitting Sangantha with an Lunar cross out. Okay, now do you play into Mirror Force? I know Fungus is going to say no. I know this duelist, and he is not. He loves attacking in with attack mode to Koichi. He lives and breathes attacking with attack mode to Koichi. Goat format in 10 years is going to be so cracked. I agree. I think in 10 years we're going to see something different. It will be a little bit different. Chaos Turbo will exist. Chaos Turbo is going to be around forever. But there will be something else. My genius is almost frightening. Almost. Though Quish would require a lot of cards, right? Because you need like 3 Manju, for sure. Some number of Quish. Some number of Black Illusion. But I guess that's it. I'm thinking probably 2 Quish, maybe? 2 Quish, 1 Ritual spell. Probably. So that's 6 cards. It's actually not bad. I can run a Ritual Chaos with whatever this swag engine is. I would say no. You usually don't play Chaos Monsters in the swag engine. If you're interested in the swag engine, it is a deck that you can find on the goatformat.com Discord. Might be under Stein OTK. I think they might have given them. Let me quickly check. BLS is hitting down. You're definitely going to banish this Sork. Prio no. Interesting. Prio no is interesting. Yes, you will find it under Stein Will channel under the major tops section in the Discord. You can find the shell there and kind of tinker with it if you're interested. I think Pike has played 2 Manju, 1 Quish, 1 Ritual in some lists. Pike plays a little bit of a different philosophy, though. As far as I understand, Pike is mostly interested in using the Ritual Recruiters for a +1 to then recycle it with discard traps. And I don't think that's the way to do it. Because that feels like it's trying to play similar to, oh, whoa, we're attacking over. What? That's great. All right. That's crazy. Return. Are we going to win? Because, like, if you can stop it, you stop it, right? Sangan. Definitely Sangan, right? Quick math, right? Maybe not. 32. No, it's Sangan because you can't kill. If they can stop any of these, you can't kill. 31, yeah. So it's just Sangan for sure. TT, yeah. Solemn. Okay. What do we got here? That's game 1-1-1. This is the longest match that's ever been played since the beginning of the world. This is so long. This is so long. Always 3 Manchu, 2 Quish, 1 spell. That does seem to be the standard ratio. However, I want a GGP. I played 3 Manchu, 3 Senju, 3 Quish, and 3 spell. No slow play complaints. They haven't really been playing slow. they haven't been playing fast. They 1000% have not been playing fast, but they haven't really been playing slow. It's just this is game 4. I've heard of last turn matches going to game 8. This is nothing. You're right. Tiso, you're the one who has to wait for this. It's me and you, buddy, who are sitting in the waiting seat. And so if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I wonder how you side, right? How does siding work? How does siding work? Because you've already seen every card in the opponent's deck. There is no slow play at all. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. Though by this time, 1000% they would have been called in time. It has been it's been a bit. You side by not putting Phoenix Wing Blast in your deck. I don't know. It's been helping. We've seen a couple good plays. Yeah, let us all recall that Fungus Among Us, he started last duel with TD plus Pot of Greed. Will he do it again? TD versus Graceful Charity. That's even better. You were trolling. Well. And we're discarding Sinister Serpent. This is a pretty good start. They're a little slow, but it's top 4, so it's understandable. I agree. I agree. And Delinquent Duo. Okay, well, this duel has promised to be a little bit faster. You don't roll dice for duo. It says so in the rules, though. So shuffle that hand one god danged time. All right, full Trinity TD. That's crazy. Brew. Brew. This is it. Yep. But then the Chaos Turbo player will simply set a single monster. I've seen worse comebacks. Yeah. I mean, Trap Dash Shoot's a pretty good card to help you out. So I think you're not really worried about monsters necessarily at this point. You're more worried about spell traps, and you probably should have maybe waited for him to click main. Probably, because then you could have at least gotten Serp. But yeah, you're probably sending back BLSN no matter what. Sork Spy, TD Deco, Trap Card. Trap Card D. What? Are we just gonna... I would slam card D if he has card D. I would slam it right here. You don't want all those cards in your hand. You want to get rid of those. I would just slam that card D. Magician of Faith. Oh my gosh. Whoa, Remy only admits defeat. He has 9,000 life points, though. Hits him with the GG's with a question mark. Yeah. That's hard. Yeah, there's the knock. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, well. We are in grand finals now. It is going to be Tiso versus Fungus Among Us. Fungus Among Us. Grand finals. Understandable if the duelists need a little bit of a break. Feeling a little bit bad for Emily there. Feeling a little bit bad for Emily there. That's good sometimes. You're right. You're right, Senjutsu mode. Lajin Gearfried 1800 types completely irrelevant now. There is a Gearfried deck, but the stat line 1800, it's bigger than most things in the format. You can play a deck with mostly just beaters, but they are not as good as they once were. What happened? I just came back. All right, let me tell you. It was game 4. Fungus throws down TD, Graceful Charity, then Delinquent Duo, then Pot of Greed. Then he sets a card. He gets Trap Dust Shot, which gets rid of his BLS. Draws for turn. Flips Moth. Flips Moth. Chooses Graceful Charity. Remioli admits defeat with 9,000 life points. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a non-game, and Remioli had a lot of life points, but didn't want to play it out. He was like, "This is bogus. This stinks," and he's right. It was bogus, and it did stink. All right, Tiso is loaded up. Fungus Among Us versus Tiso. As a reminder, Tiso is coming from the winner's bracket, and Fungus is coming from the losers, and so Fungus will need to defeat Tiso in two matches in order to win, which is a very difficult feat. You definitely want to be in the winner's side in these sorts of double elimination tournaments. That being said, it's not impossible. It has been done before. The matchup is Chaos Turbo versus Warriors, a tale as old as time. Truly a tale as old as time, where both duelists will probably have quite a bit of side cards to handle the other duelist in their deck. We're waiting for Fungus here. Really don't blame the quit. Yeah, cursed. It was rough. We've all been in that situation before. We have all been there. And I mean that's especially rough for losers finals in a tournament, right? Game 4. And he had just fought back when Fungus had like a very similar opener the turn before, the game before. But that is what Chaos Story wants to do. It is all about maximizing Trinity, right? So you can't get mad. That's what the deck wants to do. In the same way that you can't get mad when you get OTK'd by like Machine Gate. It's like that's what the deck wants to do. That's the plan. Petty, would you do a ladder climb again? That was the best content ever. But you're an Edison fiend. Would I do a ladder climb again? I think I would. I think I would do a ladder climb again. I think I would. Maybe, I don't know when. Sometime in the summer. Maybe in August. Maybe beginning of August. Depends on how busy I am with Cub and doing our Edison series. We're going to record that tomorrow, by the way. Excited about that. Gearfried has been clutch with blasts with chain. Yeah. Yeah. You got to use Smoke Grenade, too. Rush Recklessly is a underrated card in Go format. It's just a battle trap, but it's also damage step win the game. It's also just that. Still waiting on Fungus. Probably wants to take a breather. He asked for 10 minutes 5 minutes ago. He asked for 10 minutes 5 minutes ago. Hmm. Hmm. I used to play Cold Wave a lot. Is that a thing that these days? Let me tell you. Yeah, it is to a certain extent. It's played in combo decks. It's played in Monarchs. It's played sometimes. It is not common because most decks like that would like Cold Wave also like to use spell traps, and so Rush Recklessly plus Dawn or Ashura equals GG. Ashura plus Big Bang Shot plus Scapegoat equals GG. Oh my goodness. All right. Fungus Among Us is here. We are in the game. It is time to duel. Fungus says have fun. Tiso says nothing. Fungus wins the RPS. Fungus is on a roll. Actually was a common indeed. All right, opening with TD again. Are we going to replicate our experience? Maybe. Maybe. Got a little smudge on the lens. All right, we're just going to leave that. DD Warrior Lady seems to be the only monster in hand. But Fungus is a bro, and so Fungus is going to write down what we have in hand. So we can effing lock in. Rinked. Rinked. Dust Judge Sakurota. Dot. 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 Rinked. I mean, this is a pretty good hand, right? Do you Rota for Dawn? I don't know, because you know he has TD, and so like Dawn's not that good. And so you probably Rota for Blade Knight. Set everything. Rota for Blade Knight, set everything attack. We are going for the Dawn. We think we can protect it, and I think that thinking is correct. You really are hoping to hit a card that is not TD here. Alternatively, Ash's Spicy could flip Phoenix Wind Blast, send this back, maybe. But do you really want to do that? I don't know. Probably not. Jar of Greed to I don't know about that. There must be something really high value in here that we're trying to protect, because now you've just increased the chances of hitting something that is not TD by quite a bit. I don't know about that. Let's see. Never punished. Literally never punished. Never punished. I never did find a Don Z back in the day. Yeah, me neither. I had a lot of every other Dark Scorpion, but I don't think I ever saw Dawn as a kid. I had a lot of Gorg the Strong. I remember that. A lot of Gorg, a lot of Cliff. I think I had one Monet and one Chick. I never saw Black Scorpion Burglars. That card's crazy. Heavy Storm's going to elicit a 5,000 life point cost. I'm thinking if you're just going to set a card, that's not really what you want to be doing. Like, I think you need to be able to like do something maniacal. Though I guess if you do that early, then he can't solemn your charity. Though if he did solemn the charity, you would just Heavy Storm for +2, right? And so you probably would like that to happen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that heavy. Giant Trinity is pretty much the better Cold Wave. They're both good. They're both good. I mean, Cold Wave can be really good turn 1 specifically. If you like want to set up something for a turn 3 kill, and that's how your deck works. But usually, yeah, those decks are like, we can kill you that same turn. And so yeah, I concur. Giant Trinity is usually just better. Probably infecting virus, getting rid of that knock. That makes sense. Getting rid of that knock makes sense. All 3 TDs are already gone. Definitely gonna Saku this for sure. No question. No question at all. Tiso has succeeded in reducing the game state to a pretty simplified part where that is true. It is Dust Tornado and Ring, which are 2 very high quality cards. The question is, if Fungus sets a card, sets a back row, yeah, do you dust this? Do you dust this? I think no. I think no. All right, let's see. Was it fake? It was not fake. It was not fake. You definitely do want to dust that MST. I wonder if the Fungus was trying to play a mind game there. Sasuke, very strong card in this situation. Game state has been simplified. Ash is spicy is up 1 card with this Sinister Serpent. Did Pharaonic Guardian get popular? Yeah, I remember liking it as a kid. Upstart Goblin is never really a card you want to draw when you're top decking. I mean, it's fine, obviously, but it's just like, it could have been anything else. It would have been better if it were just like living at the bottom of the deck. But, you know, you can't always have your upstarts at the bottom. Blade Knight is very, very good. Now, if Fungus Among Us has a spy, he'll be able to stave this off for a turn. Ring on the Blade Knight is an interesting play here. Now, if this is spy, we won't be able to clear one. I definitely think you attack for sure. Interesting. I guess he did not like the Blade Knight. He can handle a Sasuke, but he cannot handle a Blade Knight, I guess. This last face down card for Tiso is a Ring of Destruction, so we have to keep that in mind. Is Tiso playing Upstart in his Warrior main? Yes, I think he's also playing Jar of Greed, which is interesting to me. He's playing both. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. That's pretty good. I think you attack with Kaiku, right? Because you can't remove all the darks anyway, and you want to play around Spy. I think you attack with Kaiku. I agree with this. You can always clear the other Spy with Ring if you have to. Yeah, for sure. And Sasuke will take that one out. That's pretty good, because like even if he outs the Sasuke somehow, you can still just ring the remaining spy. Pot of Greed. Another. Just here to point out that Fungus Among Us is 11 cards deeper in his deck than Tiso is. 11 cards deeper. Now, are we going to knock? If not, you're probably ringing the Sook, right? Almost certainly. You could save it for like, I don't even know, Chaos Orc. Because for me, this is kind of implying Chaos Orc. Kind of implying Chaos Orc. If he just passes, though, you're in a really good spot. Because Kaiku's down. You have to summon a Chaos Monster now if you're going to do it. Let's see. Viewing Graveyard. Is it going to pop up? There it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, what are you supposed to do, right? Because you can save it for Chaos Orc, but he's going to banish anyway, and then you would have literally nothing on board. Oh, and the knock. Okay, well, that's rough. That's really rough. But that's what just Chaos Turbo things. I mean, your Sasuke's gone. Oh, BLS off the top. Lamau. That's crazy. Doesn't matter, attack or defense mode, really. I think you put in attack mode because you already have a Dark Engrave. BLS off the top is crazy. BLS off the top is crazy. Viewing Graveyard, are we going to banish more? Card Destruction. Card Destruction's always the nut. Every time. Both these cards, horrible right now. Horrible cards right now. He's going to have drawn BLS and I don't even know. Snatch Steal. See? It's always the nut. It's literally every single time the nut. It's the best card in Go format. You discard your bad cards and you draw into good cards every time. Spy in attack mode. That's interesting. And for good measure, we're setting another card. I think that's going to be GG here. Yeah. I mean, good for Fungus for playing out of that BLS top deck. It was looking scary for a second. If not for Card D, he probably would have lost. Card D too broken in Turbo. I agree. It's crazy. Card D is broken in every deck that can play it. It is literally, you always draw it when your hands poop, and it becomes the best hand you can possibly draw. I think you save Ring there, because if you don't ring the Sook, you get the GK Spy next turn, unless they summon the Sork into the ring to banish the Ninja. I think they do summon the Sork into the ring to banish the Ninja. I think they do. I think he does. Fungus seems to be the type of duelist who really likes to preserve card advantage, and I think that he would not like the idea of potentially just losing the Spy for free into the Ninja. And so I think he would definitely summon the Sork for sure. I don't think there was anything Tiso really could have done to stop that from being like a catastrophe, especially since he had Knock too. Knock, Sook, Sork, pretty good. But Tiso's coming from winner's side, so even if he loses this match, it is just a bracket reset. And so he's got some time to play around. All right, we're back in the game. What happens when you have mucus yolk in your hand? You have to summon it first, obviously. All right, Tiso. We got Blade Knight set 5. We are setting. Okay, so it seems like we sided in some set cards against Turbo. Interesting. Who's ready for Warriors to turn into a flip monster deck game too? I am. That seems to be right. Though, like, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Because it feels like it's just like, okay, I'm going to turn my Warrior deck into Chaos Turbo. And it's like, well, why not just play Chaos Turbo then? Why not just play that deck? He kept in the Nox. Okay, so Fungus has been looking at Tiso film. And he figured out that Tiso does this pattern of siding in his stuff. And he kept it in the Nox. Delinquent too good. Oh my gosh, Breaker too. Fungus has been drawing pretty well. Ring's a good answer, of course, but Fungus looking pretty good. Then again, Tiso should be happy about this. This game state has been simplified. So if he just summons Blade Knight set 2, that would be pretty good, but he doesn't have that, looks like. Because Warrior has such a good game 1, and putting in Spy or Moth is too broken. Playing Turbo versus no Nox. I don't know, though. Because I feel like people know when you're going to do that, and so they keep in the Nox. It's like not a hard read to make. I don't know. I think you just, right, you bring in the mind control because you're like, if this is Spy, I flip and I get value off the Spy. And it's like, I think you just keep playing Warrior, right? Warrior has a good matchup against Turbo anyway. So I feel like you don't need to make your deck slower by adding like Spies and stuff. Alternatively, I feel like if you're going to do it, you should just main a single Moth. Like, why not? Because then their Nox are live, but then it's like, I don't know. Oh, baby. That's crazy. What are you going to get? Pre-med or Mind? I think you get Mind, right? I think you get Mind. Some okay. Like, are you going to Solemn it? You should really say Negate. Nope. Just kidding. What a kidder. What a kidder. Honestly, might not have been the best move to knock the obvious turn 1 GK Spy. I don't know. Getting rid of Spies, I feel like if you have Warrior monsters, it's got to be good, right? Gotta be good. So then you don't put the flips in. Yeah. You do need to slow the deck because they put in Saku and such. Why would you main them off? I mean, I guess the idea is that you can super Giga Brain mind game them and convince them to take their Nox out, and then you can bring in the Moth. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I guess that's all I'll say. Siding in something like M-Jar, now that is something I can get behind. That is something I can get behind. Anyways, hitting the Sangano with the knock is pretty good. But you haven't given a single substantial reason why. All right, I'll put it this way. I think you're wrong. I don't think you need to slow the deck because they're bringing in Saku. I think they're bringing in Saku to try to slow you down. And so if you are slowing yourself down, you're doing what they want you to do. I think you should just bring in more crazy cards that make you win the game instead of things that make you more like your opponent's deck but worse. That's what I think. Because like you're not playing all the cards that take advantage of flip effects. Like you're not playing Night Assailant. You're not playing the discard traps. You're not playing Chaos Sork and BLS so that you want dark monsters in the grave so much. You're playing the single Chaos monster. And so I think flips in warrior decks are substantially worse, and the only reason people bring it in is so that they can get it off without being afraid of knock. But for me, that's not a big enough reason. I think you just play your really, really good warrior monsters. I think you play Blade Knight set 4 and you kill them, is what you do. Yeah, I understand. I know you're not spiting 3 spies in Deco and Moffs and Sork. I understand that. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. But like, what are you using the spies for? What pressure is Fungus Among Us putting on Tiso here that he needs spy? That literally, there's nothing in Fungus's deck that can get over spy. There's just nothing. But like, there is no pressure. It's like Tribe Affecting Virus is the only thing, but Tribe Affecting Virus is really good against spy, right? And so it's like, what are you doing? I don't know. Berserk and such, yeah. Berserk Grill, I like that. I would much rather see a Berserk Grill than a spy. They make Mobius a lot better. That's true, but I would not play Mobius against this deck. It's all of its back row are chainable. People do that. Last Obelisk winner had a side just like what I said. That is not typical. That sounds like a not typical situation. But I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue. MST onto this. That's interesting. Widespread Ruin. Okay, so that tells you that, man, Fungus has a lot of anti-warrior cards. Because Widespread Ruin implies the existence of 3 Sakurazu armors and then Bottomless Trap Hole, too? That's crazy. That's crazy. They're not chainable after game 1 with 3 Sakus. I mean, that's true. That's true. But there's also Bottomless, apparently. Lamau. That's true. That's true. We are mind controlling the tribe infecting virus. Now that is an interesting play. Whoa. BLS? Yes, okay. That was an interesting play too. Huh. We're gonna attack it and we want damage. Makes sense to me. Call the Haunted for game with the Donzalug. Wow, that was really well played. That was really well played. Oversighting is an issue with warriors these days. I agree. I agree. Also, would you side in Minecon versus Turbo? Yes, I would. Then hope you don't use it on a spy. Sangan or Serpent. Well, all right, I will say for one, I don't play Warrior. I don't play Warrior. That's a deck I don't play. I would sign in Minecon because I play the decks that if you can remove the opponent's monster from their side of the field, you just win because you activate Last Will and then you summon Rescue Cat and you kill them because they don't have a monster to protect themselves. But I would say that Mineconning a spy is actually not that bad. You go neg 1, but you were going to go neg 1 if they flip the spy anyway. And so I think Minecon on spy is not that bad. Sangan and Serpent, obviously worse. But you're in trouble anyway, because you could exile force a Sangan or Serpent too. Right? And so, like, that's just something you have to be careful of anyway. And anyways, if you side in Minecon after you bring in your spies and stuff, then Sangan and Serpent is a problem anyway, no matter what. Holding that Minecon was masterful. I agree. I agree. It was very good. All right, Upstart into Pot of Greed, a classic Fungus play. He has been gifted with the Trinity. It's really only good if you hit Moff. I mean, it's pretty good if you hit Deco. It's pretty good if you hit Deco. It can sometimes be good if you hit Night Assailant. And it was good there with Tribe. But that's not really what we're talking about. I mean, Minecon's really good just in general because it's an answer also to Chaos Monsters, right? And so it doesn't always have to be like, I wish I could play more copies of Knock. It can be, I don't like your Chaos Monster and I want it to go away. It's a really versatile card. I think it's one of the best cards to play against Turbo. If you're playing something combo E, which I think Warrior is attempting to play something combo E when it is summoning Blade Knight set 4. Wow, we hit Mirror Force. That's pretty good. Yes, exactly. You can move stuff out of the way. Warrior's not as good at that because they like to summon one monster and then set a whole bunch of back row. And so is it as good in Warrior? I think no. Which is maybe part of the reason why people are siding in Spies, because they're like, I want to play Minecon and I want it to be a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Minecon's one of the tools. How can I get rid of the circle on the right down of my screen? Are you talking about the camera feed? Because if so, that's a sick burn. That's a sick burn. That is a sick burn. But you can't, sorry. Yeah, TT on a spy. I mean, you know, it's a 1-for-1, right? It's a 1-for-1. Fungus, pretty good patience to summon the breaker after flipping the spy. Got kind of unlucky on that dust tornado. Hitting ring is pretty good. Pretty good. Now we have ring and mirror force gone. It was a joke. I'll know. I'll know. Wow, Graceful Charity held that too. Fungus playing very patient today. Very patient. It is 1-1, and so all Tiso needs to do is win this game, and he will take home the winning title. Oh, Gulas? Gulas looks like he might be joining us back in the booth. Maybe we can ask him about this whole siding in flip package stuff. Heavy please would be crazy. Heavy would go nuts. Though it's almost certainly a solemn back here, and so it would reduce his life points by half. Mobius. Discarding Mobius. Whoa. I mean, we can't summon this turn, right? And so I guess you're like, what are the chances I'm going to want it later? And I think the answer is a lot. I think the chances are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know about that. The rest of his cards must be quite good to get rid of this guy. PLS, what? All right, so that tells me Chaos Stork exists among these cards. It tells me that for sure, because I don't think you're getting rid of BLS for a light unless you have it eminently. All right, Goose coming back in, guys. Oh, sorry, that's loud. I'm sorry. It's the goo.
Is this the
Return the
the
slap. What were you saying?
is this the reset?
No, this is match 1.
Match one. Okay.
Yeah,
Match one. Potentially Fungus's life on the line.
indeed. The losers finals went to a game 4, and so it was a pretty long match.
Got it. I was playing my War League match. I got the dub.
Got the dub,
So
and now you're back.
coming in with high spirits.
Okay, Sook's coming down.
Good card.
Sakuretsu armor, okay.
Have we seen anything crazy from either of these two? Oh wow, this is
Yes, we
tough start.
have bottomless strap hole.
Yeah, I
And
think Fungus has been using this card pretty recently. I've seen a lot of War League replays with him playing this.
yeah, he's also playing widespread ruin, and so he's got a pretty robust anti-warrior side deck.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like Ghost Rider technology, where you would just side like every battle trap.
Oh, brutal
You
TT.
can do it.
Solemn.
Ooh, good calm, maybe.
All
A lot
right.
of damage.
What's this face down? Blade Knight. Oh, we knew that, right? Because Suk put it
Yeah,
down.
super yummy.
All right. This is looking like next turn's going to decide it.
Yeah, no back row.
No back row.
BLS is gone. Sork is live.
Yeah, he ditched BLS to Charity, which tells me that Sork is in hand. It has to be, or else that would be insane.
It would be pretty insane.
Yeah, he also pitched Mobius, which was an interesting decision because at that time there were 3 back row, and I'm like, I don't know, you might want that.
He might just be afraid of like bricking.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's a reasonable pitch.
Yeah, I agree.
But I was out of the game, so who knows? I did catch a moment where Breaker hit a dust and then that hit a rain.
Yeah, which was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Oh, Tribe. Okay.
Good card.
Oh, no Sork. He pitched BLS with no Sork in hand?
Wait, what?
I don't know. I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, because it could be live right now when you pitch them off. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Oh, we're crashing? Oh, it's just
Oh, it's not over yet though. It's
not
not
over.
over.
500. No.
2 tribes.
Breaker is gone. You need like MST heavy to tie.
Oh my gosh, what's gonna? I mean,
Zambira would be played.
Sork would be.
I
Oh,
don't
you
know what
lose
does
with
it.
Sork. You lose with
You
Sork.
lose the Thor.
Yeah. What do you get? I don't understand. What do
It
you?
would have to be like MST heavy
Yeah.
to tie. Oh, or a set
Or
monster, like a
Setmon.
Night
Yeah.
Assailant or something. Yeah,
Oh man, this is intense in the last little bit.
absolutely.
Exile Force. Oh, we're just going battle
Is
phase.
this just game though? Is this just game? It
Oh, we're
is.
typing. GG's. Oh man. Wow, that was kind of a
That's
whirlwind
tough.
there.
That is tough. Pitching BLS seems kind of crazy, but
Yeah, I don't remember what the rest of his hand was, but I think I don't know. Rest
oh,
of stream. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Fungus. You were playing really well, I think. You were very patient.
that's tough. Let's go sometimes though.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Congrats to Pizza though, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm happy that Tiso's getting the invite. It feels like Tiso is somebody that should be at Worlds.
yeah, he's definitely a solid player for sure.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Oh
Can't be
no.
saying it won't happen, man.
You can't say
Gotta have some
that, dude.
confidence. Gotta have some confidence.
Yeah. Well, that's it. So I guess thanks for coming on, Gulas.
Yep, no problem. There is a Jonathan LeBounty game happening right now.
The bounty
For
game,
War
huh?
League.
For War
If
League?
he wins, we 5-0 the week. So
All right. All right. People want to
we can do
watch
a
the
bonus episode, or we could
bounty.
call it here. It's up to you. Up to
Let's
you. Eddie.
I cleared my schedule till 1. And so let's watch
So,
bonus. So this is going for this sweep, huh? What team are you playing?
uh, one second.
What?
uh,
Oh,
Pandemonium, I think.
oh, okay.
I think.
All right, we got this. We got this bonus match.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So Bounty's had a rough start to the season. He is 0-2.
Oh man, that.
Uh,
Oh no, not the Mirror Force.
uncharacteristic for him. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
New pickup for the regulators.
Yeah, he was, I heard, the GOAT before you and I started playing GOATs. He was like, he
That's
won
what I've
like
heard.
everything. Yeah.
He's definitely up there in like that Alvarado kind of mythos.
Yeah.
I think he won like SJC Washington,
Oh, okay. That's cool.
yeah, in like 2005 or something like that.
Well,
This game one's looking rough though. We'll
yeah.
have to deal with Down
La
by.
Bounty also thinks it's looking rough.
At least the pressure is lower. I know he wants to win for himself, but we've won the week, right? So,
Right, yeah. It's fundamentally just like not as big.
but you don't want to start off 0-3. I've been there. You can bounce back for sure, but it's yeah, depending on who you are, it can be tough.
Yeah. It's interesting because I find that in War League there are like a number of good players who end up just doing really bad. And then they like enter tournaments at the same time as the War League season and they did really well. It's just like that format, whatever. They get like paired with the wrong opponents or like they just aren't playing as well or get unlucky. Just seems
Yeah,
like a different
it's.
milieu.
I think everyone in War League is like for the most part like competent.
Yeah.
So your average opponent's probably better than like a tournament opponent. But
Yeah.
another thing to keep in mind is like tournaments in War League are just different, right? Like
Yeah.
you're going in with a different mindset. You're playing for a different team.
Yeah.
Like if you lose in a tournament, it's just on you, right? But if you lose in War League, there's some stress component
Yeah.
where you lose for the team. And then also like the amount of preing and like specific matchups you have to deal with in
Yeah.
War League are just way different than like a wide tournament field.
Yeah. You have a lot more knowledge about your opponent going in, which makes a
Yeah,
difference.
absolutely. We kind of see that like that Iron Goats team, right? That team has like a ton of players that just do well
Yeah.
in tournaments, but feels like for the third season in a row they've just not be able to come together for War League.
Yeah. That being said, have you seen how Hell's Kitchen's doing?
I have.
Pretty
You guys
good,
are
right?
killing it.
Yeah.
You guys are undefeated, right? Or is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Yeah, it's sick. You've definitely got some. You've got an underrated squad. Uh,
I think we are a team of everyone can win if they play well.
yeah,
And then we have Sight, who is just
and
the goat.
yeah, Sight is a very strong player.
Yeah.
Um, and then I think like you guys play a lot of scary decks. You play a lot of different decks,
Yeah.
so people just aren't used to the matchup.
Right. Yeah.
And ultimately, I think there's like people have identified your team as like one way, and I don't think that identity is necessarily accurate all the time.
Yeah. We
And
like very specifically try to field decks that we think will play well into the other team's perception of what kind of team we are. Like last week we played 3 Gumo because we're like, what if they like try to throw out a whole bunch of King Tigers like last season, right? And we're like, yeah, so you just lose if that's like your strategy. But
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. It's a War League's like a mind game.
for
Right? Like
sure.
there's so much stuff that happens outside of the game that matters.
Yeah. What decks do Hell Kitchen bring? Sight always brings some swag every time. I play Relinquished or Rescue Cat. Cub's been playing a lot of zombies recently. Lady Command Knight brings some sort of goat control variant a lot of the times. Wondermaker brings Skilled Dark Magician, Strike Ninja. He also plays Rescue Cat. Alderoth brings Insane. He played Moki Moki last week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Pestilence obviously plays. He played Ben K, OTK. He plays last turn. He's got something else brewing. Yeah, so our squad's weird. We got the jokers. Yeah, looks like we got a 1-1 here. A bounty
Like
with
how
big
to play
push.
against some of these decks, so it can definitely be very tough.
Yeah, I think as you say, like we benefit from like if like Petulance loads up like last turn, like how many reps has everyone gotten against last turn? Like just not that many, right? And so it's like an inherent advantage because he's played the last turn Chaos Turbo matchup a billion times.
Oh, and just like that, we didn't even commentate over this
Yeah,
this game. We're in game 3.
it was really fast because it went both of them duoed, and then LeBounty like summoned monsters and then preemed back a monster, and so the pressure was just like huge, and Melichan got crushed. Oh, what did he take back from the Night Assailant? I didn't even see. I'll watch the stream.
Oh, I can't hear you.
He ditched a Deco. Got back that Deco. Hello.
There. Oh, okay. Now I can hear you. That was weird.
Hmm. All right, so we're expecting a Dekoichi the Battle Chanted Locomotive down right here.
Yep. Makes sense. Train's pretty big, man. Like, just protect the train, get a draw. You don't feel too bad about it.
No, yeah,
It's
because
14.
he's gonna set a whole bunch of back row. We're gonna flip. We'll get the +1, and then the bounty has to make the choice. Like, do I go down to 5,000 life points, or do I waste a card to kill the train that already went plus?
Yep.
Cypher Soldier. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you summon into that. Oh, we're gonna Solemn? That would be crazy. Whoa, that's pretty aggressive. Because like you have to know that this last card is also Solemn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the
Well,
way, Gulaz, it was returned. After all, the deck
oh,
we were
was.
wondering about. Yeah.
Yeah.
After you left, they played it a few times.
Yeah. Just not for my eyes, I guess.
Yeah. They didn't want you to see.
They want me to become too powerful with the secret technology.
Yeah. They're like, we can't let them know. All right. I wonder.
I,
I'm thinking the bounty would have solemned that solemn if he had it. So now I'm like, maybe he doesn't have it.
yeah. I've been playing a lot of other formats recently, and other format players just don't understand how terrifying this Cypher Soldier is.
The dude has
This
like
guy's a
3,000
menace.
attack points.
This guy's a menace sometimes. Ooh, we get punished.
Oh no! Why didn't he attack with Cypher Soldier?
I don't know.
No, truly, why did he not attack with Cypher Soldier? Okay, oh,
Oh, it doesn't
never
even matter.
punished, never punished,
It doesn't
literally never
matter.
punished. Whoa, why main phase 2? What the heck?
I don't know.
I'm so
Bizarre plays.
confused. I mean, because obviously he doesn't have Mirror Force, and so like, I don't know. That was weird. You know it's return when you don't see return. You're so right.
That's right. Yeah, I was having like a discussion about Cypher Soldier because like that one moment where the story of the light Cypher Soldier, right? We don't need to go
Yeah.
into
Yes,
a
I do.
ton of details about that. But people were like asking me, like people that play like other formats, like, what is it really a big difference if Cypher Soldier is like a light monster? And my
Yeah.
opinion is, if Cypher Soldier is a light monster, it is by far the best option against Warrior than any. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much better than Berserk Girl. It's so much better than Zambira if it had like
Everyone
that
would side
attribute.
3. Everyone would side 3 every time. It would be
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
it would be the clear cut best option. It's really nice that it's an Earth monster.
Yeah.
I think it adds a lot of optionality to the format.
I agree. I mean, because it's still quite good, right?
Oh yeah, it's a great card, and it sees play in Burn. It sees plays in like a variety of different decks because might just be the best option still.
Ooh, heavy storm. Heavy storm, needle sealing.
Ooh,
Oh,
you just have
that's
gain.
it. Oh, La Bounty, no way.
That's tough.
Oh, La Bounty, that's so hard. That's so rough. And there's the Sork. Oh, and he left. Okay, well. Oh, we're going battle. Oh
GG with that.
no, not the BM.
That's tough.
Yeah. Well,
What can you do? Well,
well.
congrats on blocking the sweep.
Yeah, true.
They got their win.
Yeah, might help them with breakers later. You never know. I think those.
Yeah, you never know. Every
It's
match matters, right?
yeah. That's the thing about War League that I think is actually really kind of cool is that like you winning the week is obviously like the most important thing, but it does matter. It like true because like people tie like a lot. There's usually like 4 teams that tie, and so
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
That
you're
the first season I played War League, I was able to get our team so much substantially better tiebreaker because every time I won, it was like a 2-0, and it just happened to be that
mm,
way. But
that's funny,
it's 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 kind of funny that it rewards us sometimes because like sometimes you'll play like a play like sometimes you'll have to make an interesting play to win with 2-0 to get the tiebreaker up.
right?
All right, Petty, it's
Yeah.
been a treat.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Thank you everyone for hanging out with the stream. I hope you enjoyed this Obelisk 72. Congrats again to Tiso. We'll see you at World Championship.
Yep.
All right, bye.